Are you ready for the hot injection of the big D? Of course, we're talking about D23. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the John Campea Show YouTube channel for our special presentation tonight of covering the big Disney entertainment panel and presentation being held right now in Anaheim, California at D23. Also known, well, I won't say what it's known as again, but we're here to talk about what are they going to announce. Now, they're going to talk about Pixar stuff. They're going to talk about Lucasfilm stuff. They're going to talk about Marvel stuff.
Whoa.
Oh, now what stuff specifically? Don't know. We've got some guesses. We've got some theories. We think there's going to be a Daredevil trailer. We believe a Daredevil trailer is going to drop tonight.
I hope there will be.
I think we're probably going to get a new Agatha trailer. I don't care what anybody says. I'm very excited about Agatha. I think Agatha is going to be a lot of fun. But what else are we going to get? I'm not sure. I'm joined tonight as we gather around by Ray Ora.
Hey.
Jonathan Voico's here.
What's up, everybody?
Most importantly, you guys are here.
Hey, I got a question.
Oh boy.
Do we get 20th century news too tonight? Do you think is 20th century projects going to be
Maybe. Yeah, they could talk a little Alien Romulus. Although they just did a big Alien Romulus presentation at Comic-Con. Remember we came out and everybody was wearing the big face hugger things that came out of the presentation there, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, I think they're going to focus on Lucasfilm, Marvel, and Pixar. I think we're going to get a lot of animation stuff. We're going to get a lot of Disney Plus stuff. I think we're going to get a few movie announcements. And we'll see how we go. So, guys, listen, tonight's going to be pretty casual. We're hanging out. Go grab yourself a beer or a Diet Pepsi, if you are of, depending on your age appropriateness.
A hot chocolat.
The hot chocolat. I've got hot chocolate right here because, like, you can tell I still got my cough, right? So I'm going to be sipping on this overly hot chocolate.
I just have water because Ray forgot to put any sodas in the refrigerator. So
Wow.
Ray's got one job.
All the dirty laundry, huh? Out on
Ray's got one job.
Jesus.
I looked in there. I'm like,
The fridge and the snack bar.
I didn't know that bothered you that much. Where you would actually say that on air?
like Ray,
That bothered you that much?
there's a box of sodas here. Nothing
I
in the
mean,
fridge.
the box is open. Jeez,
We got D23, man.
Wow.
It's D23.
Wow,
We got to be stocked.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking over the, now, of course, the panel starts in about 27 minutes. We are going to be keeping track of the various entertainment outlets and the Twitter sphere and stuff like that, keeping up to date on all the announcements as they come out of this presentation. It is, of course, not being live streamed anywhere, which is fine. So you guys are going to be finding out about this stuff as we're finding out about it. And hopefully it's not going to be a big fart burger like certain Disney presentations can end up being. So we're hoping. Now, listen, guys. If you've got thoughts or theories, we've got the super chats open, and a bunch of super chats have already been sent in. So as we're waiting for this thing to start, guys, please keep your questions. If you want to send in something on super chat, please keep your questions, comments, observations surrounding D23, what you're hoping to see, what you're expecting to see, all that kind of stuff. So, Jonathan, what do we got lined up in there already?
All right. First up, we got D Games, who says, what could they announce that could compare somewhat to RDJ as Doom or Russo Brothers returning? Not to that level, but something to make D23 worth it.
Ooh, well, first of all, they don't need a big nuclear bomb like Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. They don't necessarily need that to make it worth it. Just have a good overall presentation. They've got a 2-hour presentation here, right? And it's not limited to Marvel. You got Star Wars stuff, got Pixar stuff, and maybe some other stuff as well. Now, if there was going to be some big revelation, what could it be that would be on the level of Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doom? The only thing I can really think of is Chris Evans. They bring Chris Evans out on stage and announce that Steve Rogers is back or something along those lines. Maybe a big Star Wars announcement. Steven Spielberg comes out on stage and says he's going to finally direct a Star Wars movie. Again, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying that would be something that would be likened under the same level as the Russo brothers and Robert Downey Jr. coming back. All right, what else we got in there?
We got Sam Fisher, who says, I really hope we see stuff from Marvel's Wonder Man starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
I'll say this. I'll be surprised if we don't. I believe they finished shooting the show. So it's in post-production.
I didn't know they were doing more clown work.
New what?
Clown work.
Clown work.
More. That
This
is
is
of
news to
course.
me.
See, Jonathan is not going to let Yaya live that down. Colin Bean and comic book stuff.
I got
comic
no
movies,
beef with him.
clown work.
I get what he was saying. I'm just giving him a hard time.
Never let him live it down. So let's leave it at that. I will be surprised. I don't know that we're going to get anything, but I'll be surprised if we don't get anything from Wonder Man tonight.
I'm looking over my Twitter feed, and there looks like there's a lot of displays of movies from like Zootopia 2, Frozen 3,
Yep.
a whole bunch of like posters.
Yep. They've got them all over D23.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll actually get footage or more news on these things coming.
All right. What else we got?
We got Sam Fisher. I really hope. Oh, no. Actually, it's going to be a meme. Don't forget to follow Discussing Film. They will tweet about everything. We'll share photos, short clips as well. Be easy to show on screen. Whip. I already
Yep,
have.
we've got them, IGN, a number of other places we're keeping our eyes on tonight to keep up to date. There's a number of outlets that have people actually in the presentation, so the rest of us don't have to be, and we salute those people who are doing that. All right, what's next?
We got John Redcorn who says, "Who's more annoying, Claptrap or Trap or MODOK?" I mean,
MODOK.
but MODOK's an Avenger, so you can't disrespect him now.
Listen. Okay, that's one of the things I'll say. MODOK was more annoying, but MODOK also had one awesome line. Like, say what you will about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, a film I did not like. Say what you will about it. But that line that he gives, "At least I'll die an Avenger," that was fucking gold. That was a great line. Delivered with perfect timing, so you at least got to give him that.
I mean, until they did the face reveal and it was just a giant weird head, he was really menacing as just MODOK when he first showed up, and he had like,
oh, it's whipping through and ripping people apart. Yeah,
I was like, whoa, they really did him like justice, and I was like, oh.
But even then, it had potential, and like that last line showed that the potential was there. They just didn't do anything really interesting with it. All right, what's next?
All right. So only Giovanni all the time says, "Be careful, John. They might go over 2 hours. Be patient. Learn from Comic-Con."
Yeah, listen, all due respect to the big reveal of the Russo brothers and Robert Downey Jr., which were massive. Overall, I grade the Disney, take that away. The Disney Comic-Con presentation was a failure, in my opinion. You literally just talked about stuff that we all already knew about, and that was the bulk of your 1 hour. And oh, wait a minute, we're going to tack on 5 extra minutes. Here are the Russo brothers. Here's Robert Downey Jr. And that was huge. That was huge. But that was literally 5 minutes of an hour-long presentation when they spent an hour of it literally just going over stuff we already knew. So hopefully, I don't think this presentation needs a Russo brothers, Robert Downey Jr. moment. I just hopefully, as a whole, it'll be more informative. It'll be more valuable. It'll give us some information, some legitimate stuff. Just make it good, and I think they could be okay. And yes, maybe it does go over the 2 hour mark, and we'll see how they do until they turn off. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Dat Boy 22 says, "Really hoping for an Andor season 2 release date."
That would be sweet, because they've already shot it. They shot Andor season 2, as far as I know. Best thing Star Wars has done since the original trilogy. Really, I hope tonight they will give us a release date for that. That would be great. All right, what's next?
Okay, 1 second. We got David Ullman, I believe. I appreciate a $20 super chat, by the way.
Thank you, David.
I appreciate you for doing this. I'm going to have to get some sleep soon, so I might not be able to tune in for the rest of the coverage. I'll be sure to catch up tomorrow. Is this the only one for D23 you'll be doing?
Yes, there are a number of other D23 presentations that are interesting, but nothing that would warrant us doing a live coverage of. This is the Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel one. So this is one we'll keep our eyes on, and we'll do our very best to present it as quickly as we can. All right, and thank you for supporting us on that level, man. That's awesome.
Okay,
all right, what's next?
We got Dr. Stinky. I'm hoping to see anything Frozen, they say.
I don't think they've gotten very far into making the next Frozen. I mean, if anything, we might get a poster, because Ray, you were saying there was some artwork already up around D23,
someone
right?
posted a picture of the Frozen 3
right.
logo. That's it.
So I'm sure we'll probably get, they'll talk a little bit about it, but I don't expect that we'll see much from it. If they do, that would be hilarious, but I don't think that we'll get something on that level. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got King Daddy Goat says, no, sorry. Yeah, King Daddy Goat says, did you see that hat Feige is wearing today?
I heard it was a Spider-Man hat. I heard he was wearing a Spider-Man hat, but if he was, I wouldn't get excited about them announcing Spider-Man 4 tonight. I think, if anything, it's probably connected to a Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah,
I'm guessing this is it right here, where it's like the white Spider-Man and this Spider-Man.
Spectacular
He's
Spider-Man.
wearing a Werewolf by Night shirt, so I don't know if this is today or not.
But I did hear today Feige was spotted wearing the Spider-Man hat, but it's probably, don't know for sure, but it's probably connected to the animated series.
All right,
what's next?
Okay, Mr. I says, was in the doctor's exam room during the start of your show earlier today, was watching on my phone when the doctor walked in, paused, and said, John Campea? How funny.
That's funny. It reminds me of that time we were standing in live at Cold Stone, and I was reviewing our show from earlier that day, and somebody behind me goes, oh, I watched that show. And then I turn around and he saw me like,
and he's like, you watched your own show.
It would have been awesome if he just started screaming.
Well, but we've had people write in too, right? We've had people write into the show saying, I was in my theater and waiting, it was like, I got in my theater like 30 minutes before the movie starts. So I had my phone out watching the John Campea Show. And the people behind me said, hey, we watched that show too. It's kind of funny. That's hilarious. Thanks for sharing that, man. I appreciate that.
So Billy B says, Kevin Feige has been seen with a Spider-Man hat with Spidey in a white suit. Lots of people assumed it was for Spider-Man 4, but wouldn't the upcoming animated series make more sense for D23?
Yeah, 100%. It would make more sense that it's going to be for the animated series. And I don't think it's white Spider-Man. I think it's probably Gwen Stacy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just a guess. I'm just guessing. I could be
Spider-Gwen.
totally wrong about that. Just a guess. But, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
Trevor says, do you have any wishes for Star Wars announcements? What do you think actually gets mentioned?
Look, nothing specific other than I would love, like somebody else already wrote in, I would love to hear about an Andor Season 2 release date. Other than that, something theatrical. Other than what we already know, the Mandalorian movie. I'll even take some information about this supposed Rey movie that I don't think's ever actually going to get made, but maybe it will. Just something theatrical would be great. I would love that if they did. All right, what's next?
Okay, Tom says, hey guys, 3:30 a.m. here in Belgium, hyped for Wonder Man.
Woo! Belgium in the house. Do expect, again, I don't know for sure, I don't know for a fact, but I do kind of expect something about Wonder Man. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. Definitely Agatha, definitely Daredevil, definitely Ironheart, and I think definitely Wonder Man. So we'll see. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Michael who says, with a $20 super chat.
Thank you, Michael.
John, if it's lackluster, don't get disappointed because they want to just focus on the stuff that is upcoming.
Everything is upcoming.
Yeah, that's true. If it's in the future, it's upcoming.
Blade is upcoming. Shang-Chi 2 is upcoming. Doctor Strange 3 is upcoming. Thor 5 is upcoming. I mean, if you're going to have this event, this is and look, I don't want to anticipate failure. I'm just saying, if you're going to have this thing that you call the ultimate experience for Disney fans, everybody pay attention. It's time for D23 and we're doing this big thing. And all you do is walk out, hey guys, here's a new trailer for Agatha All Along. Like if that's it, then they shit the bed. I mean, that's why I've kind of given up on Disney when it comes to their live events like this. They're horrible. Disney sucks at this. They really do suck at it.
Selling exclusive merchandise too. It's like a little collector con for them. Like people are posting stuff on exclusive pins that they just bought there.
That's good. That's good stuff, right?
And then also the theme park too. I think there's a new Spider-Man that a lot of people are posting about.
I know a lot of people going to D23 that are less interested about what's going on tonight and more interested about the parks and experiences stuff because there are a lot of hardcore. Remember, Disney is more than movies.
Right.
Yeah, this is Disney love right here.
This is a whole Disney thing.
They're trying to touch every part of everything that they have. So, you know what? I don't expect a lot.
Sounds like a good Saturday night.
But if they're going to have a presentation, I at least expect them to announce things worth talking about.
Agreed. Completely agreed. All right, what's next?
We got, let's see, I think it's Juan here. Would love to see a new Marvel Presents Disney Plus movie like Werewolf by Night or a Christmas special.
I believe they have announced that they're not doing those anymore.
Which is kind of a shame. I get it because they need to focus, so I get that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
here's the reality.
I liked the Christmas special, and I liked Werewolf by Night.
Dude, I think the Guardians Christmas special is my favorite Christmas special of all time. I loved it. I really enjoyed Werewolf by Night. But the reality is, what did they get out of it?
Nothing.
Nothing. They literally got nothing out of it. So, I mean, I would love to hear some more specials like that, but I do believe they have made it public that they're not going to do those anymore, which kind of sucks.
Because that opened the way for one-offs, at least for me.
Well, they
They're
were
giving-
themselves one-offs, right?
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
We got Mode Awesome who says, please, God, let them announce Midnight Suns. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think we're getting Midnight Suns.
They haven't developed enough to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing there, and I don't think there's a built-in audience for it. And again, look, if they could make Guardians of the Galaxy, they can make anything. But I do not expect we're going to get Midnight Suns.
It's too early.
It's too early.
It's too early. Let's get the ball rolling.
If we get
again.
Midnight Suns before we get Blade,
Yeah,
I
let's get
think
the
Ray's going to riot.
Let's get the ball rolling on the MCU again, and then we could work on that later.
All right, what's next?
The Batman is here with a $50 super chat.
The Batman! Thank you, man. That's incredibly generous of you, dude.
Just ready to see Kathleen Kennedy come out and show us how to beat Star Wars and more with the announcement of Acolyte Season 2. Yeah.
And a hush fell over the listen. I know there are some of you watching who enjoyed The Acolyte. And I don't want to ruin anybody's fun. If you enjoyed The Acolyte, awesome. I'm thrilled that you did. I'm legitimately jealous that you got to enjoy it because I wish I did too. I really do wish I enjoyed it. I thought the first episode or two had some promise, and then I had to tap out by the end of episode 5. So I don't expect that they'll ever return to The Acolyte, but you never know. If there are enough people out there who enjoyed it, they'll get it. And if they do, more power to them. I think that's great. All right. Anyway, thank you again for supporting us on that level, man. That's awesome. Appreciate that. All right. What's next?
All right, following the Batman is Harvey Dent. Harv's K says, hey, John, I was supposed to be at Gas 23 today, but canceled after you advised us to stay away. Okay. Actually, I couldn't get out of work, but looking forward to your coverage tonight just the same.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us tonight, and I'm glad you dodged a bullet by not having to go to that thing. But again, I say that as a film fan. I mean, as a I almost said Parks and Recs fan. As a Parks and Experiences fan, I'm sure there'd be a lot more there for people to go and enjoy and have a good time. Some exclusives to buy, some cool merch to get would be kind of cool too. But we're glad that you're joining us here tonight. All right, what's next?
We got Darmar, Joe Locke, who is in Agatha, filmed the Marvel booth on Graham. That has a very large Agatha section with character costumes, so we're definitely getting something. Still not convinced he's Wiccan.
Yeah, I don't believe he's Wiccan. Again, that's just a guess. I could be wrong. 100%. Look, that's really the next thing up for Marvel is Agatha all along. And they didn't touch on it at Comic-Con, so I really do expect them to very much promote this. I mean, listen, they did a huge thing for Deadpool and Wolverine, and it was already in theaters at Comic-Con, so I do expect them to give a pretty good push for Agatha all along tonight. All right, what's next?
We got Fresh says with a $20 super chat. I was excited when I first saw the Alien trailer, but then I grew worried when I saw the trailer at my Deadpool viewing because it looked like it was just showing all the deaths, but people are saying it's the best since Aliens.
It was only from one person. I heard from one person this afternoon who messaged me that I know who has seen Alien Romulus because they know I'm excited about it. And all they said to me was, Campea, you're not going to be disappointed. So yeah, look, listen, everybody always thinks that a trailer they see just showed them everything. Sometimes that's true, but 9 times out of 10, it ends up that it actually didn't. And so I'm not worried about it at all. I'm very excited about going in. I've now heard from somebody that has said that I'm not going to be disappointed. So I'm pretty stoked for it myself. All right, what's next?
Purple Haze says, didn't the Russo brothers direct a very good Bond film called The Gray Man? I thought that was really good. Watched it the other night. Well, I can't tell if they're joking or not.
I thought The Gray Man was dog shit. And had
23.
it had Chris Evans. It had good Canadian kid Ryan Gosling. I mean, that I was so excited for that movie, and I don't think the Russos directed it. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Ray, you want to look that up? Did the Russos direct The Gray Man? I don't think they did, but yeah, I thought the movie was terrible. I thought that movie, which really sucks. I wanted to love it because again, I want to support all the good Canadian kid projects. But anyway, what's next?
Okay, we got Anubis Genocide says, hi guys, not really D23 related, but have you seen the Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman crash the press junket for Ryan's wife's movie? It ends with us. He had me in stitches. It was
yeah, we
hilarious.
talked about it on the show the other day. We went in detail about it the other day. It was a really, really funny thing for him to do. I thought that whole thing was
Yeah, it was
great.
the Russos.
It was the Russos who directed it.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Yeah, it was not very good. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Dylan Fernando who says, will we hear about Zootopia 2?
100%. I don't know that I don't think there's going to be anything to show, but I definitely think we're going to get Zootopia 2.
Yeah, because they announced it.
Yeah, they already said that it's coming, so I expect something official on stage for that tonight. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Robert who says, with the $20 super chat,
Thank you, Robert.
man, I love you guys. Definitely top material for all things nerdy and other things. My friend introduced me and love you guys since. Thank you.
Aw, dude, thank you so much. It's always special when somebody wants to just write in and just to say something supportive and encouraging. Thank you so much, man. That's really nice of you, and we appreciate it very much, and we love being here with you tonight. All right, what's next?
Okay, and a nice follow-up from Miles says, just found your show 12 months ago. Love your content. Hope you have had a great summer.
Great summer so far, man. Always, it's always great to hear people say, I've been following you since your Man of Steel review, or I've been following you since the movie blog days. But it's also always great to find somebody who's only been a more recent joiner of ours as well.
Or I've been following you since I saw you at the grocery store.
Yeah, I've been following you.
Don't say what I know you're thinking. Don't say what I know you're thinking.
I like your house.
Let's not say what I know you're thinking. All right, what's next?
Joe Adonis says, seated for the entertainment presentation at Honda Center, Snow White trailer, new Marvel trailer, Rogue Squadron re-announcement.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I forgot that they moved this. They're actually doing this in the hockey arena, right?
Yeah,
it
there's
looks
so
huge.
actually they you can see there in my picture there.
That
They've
ain't no
got
Hall
some
H.
little
Comic Con.
There we go.
Fucking note. All right.
Hall H.
I've been giving Disney a lot of crap. Let me give props where props are due. That's how you do it. Because I was at D23 one year when they had their big event in there, just a big one of the convention center rooms. They could seat 4,000 people.
Is that where the Ducks play? Or
Yes, that's where the Ducks play.
Okay.
You do the big event in the big fucking arena.
There you go.
Where everybody who wants to go can go. That's how you do it. I've been giving Disney a lot of shit because they deserve it, but I'm going to give them props for that. That's the right move. That's how you do it. Comic-Con, fucking take notes. You've only had 30 years to figure this out.
Like
Why
that.
does Disney figure it out in just a couple? You guys get your shit together because Disney's doing it right. All right, what's next?
Okay, where are we? That threw me. Seated. Okay, Joe Adonis. Nick La Camera says, greetings from Guam.
Hey.
Wow. Do you think the Marvel Disney Plus trailers will be released to the public, or will they be a D23 exclusive?
And by the way, he tipped in $20.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, man, for supporting us on that level. I think it will be a mix of both. I think it'll be a mix of both. I think, like, for example, Agatha. I expect a new trailer. Definitely going to be made public. Daredevil Born Again. I think they're going to show a trailer tonight. I'm not 100% sure they're going to release it to the public yet. I know Disney will want to keep some stuff special for those who are there in person. And listen, as somebody who's not there in person, I get that. I understand that. You know, release to the public what you can. Make some stuff that's just special for those who are there. I respect that. I really do. So I expect a little bit of a mixture of both. Which ones will get the public treatment? We're going to have to wait to find out.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
What's next?
Just real quick, I don't know if you want to pop over here, but I mean, this is like not really our brand, but Wizards of Waverly Place is a sequel series has been released, the trailer for it. So they're starting off with some, Disney Plus television.
I've never heard of that show.
Me either.
All
I've heard
right.
of
So
it,
I wouldn't worry about it.
Sinkfield Hoop says, aside from D23, do you think Marvel will halt their slate reveals, maybe learning their lesson from past experiences with delays and such?
No, this isn't like DC where they announced 20 things and 15 of literally 15 of 20 things got canceled. The only real thing they're behind on really is Blade. Go back to that Comic-Con where they announced Blade. All 7 other things that they announced that day got produced, got released theatrically, and is already out on home video, right? So really, they're pretty much batting 950 right now. So I don't think they already do a good job of making sure when they announce something, they're good, right? That they're good. They've got their ducks lined up. 1 or 2 things out of 30, 40, or 50 is not something for them to worry about at this point. All right, what's next?
We got Darmar is back, who says surprise appearance from Reynolds and Jackman.
No, I don't listen. Ryan Reynolds is taking his first break in 3 years, relaxing with his family up in Vancouver. I don't expect that he's going to fly down just for this with Deadpool's now in his rearview mirror.
Do they need the movie's like closing in on $1 billion? I think
that's the bigger question, right? What would be the point?
Yeah.
You don't need to give the movie another big push.
You guys on Weekend 4 who haven't seen this yet, you might want to check this out.
Yeah, so I don't expect to, I mean, if they do, great, but I don't expect to see them.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
The minds behind. Do you think we'll see King Thanos from Disney Park get his spine ripped out by Doom in Secret Wars as the opening?
For those who don't know, in Secret Wars, there's again, this probably won't be in the movie, but maybe it will be, I don't know. But there's a part in Secret Wars in the comic book story where Thanos decides to get up in God Emperor Doom's face. And God Emperor Doom is like, hey, you got the Infinity Gauntlet on you now? And Thanos is like, no, I don't need no Infinity Gauntlet to deal with you. And Doom literally punched a hole through his chest and ripped out his spine and skull. In one shot, pulled out Thanos' spine and skull and killed him just like that. I don't know if I expect to see that in the movie, but it'd be pretty cool if they did.
Jeez.
All right, what's next?
Peter Eklund says, I think some of the best ways for them to do some multiverse characters like Ghost Rider would be to do it as specials like Werewolf by Night.
No, it's time for them to move past the multiverse bullshit. Like they're going to bring all the multiverse stuff and culminate it in Secret Wars. It's going to start with Doomsday, culminate in Secret Wars, and then Marvel needs to move beyond this boring, gutless, cowardly, lazy multiverse bullshit and move past it. Secret Wars can be a great ending to this thing, but then it's time. Like Deadpool said, man, this multiverse thing has been miss after miss. It's time to move past multiverse and just move on. All right, what's next?
All right. A. Marcellus says, do you think Lucasfilm is hesitant to go to the far future of Star Wars, like 200 to 500 years, because they lack the imagination of what the galaxy would look like or come up with an original story? I mean, that wouldn't be that
Some
hard
would
to come
argue,
up with.
actually, a lot of people argue it's easier to come up with an original story.
Mm-hmm.
Like adaptation, a lot of writers will contend that adapting previously existing material is harder than coming up with an original thing, because you can just have a blank slate and come up with everything. So no, I would argue it's actually easier to try to go further into the future and have a blank slate and you're not beholden to anything else. It actually makes the job a lot easier. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Mr. I says, John, your boss Ryan Reynolds has corrected you. He's there. No, there's no X-Men or MCU without Blade laying the groundwork. To me, Blade led to X-Men, X-Men led to Spider-Man, Spider-Man led to Iron Man. Oh,
nope,
I see.
That's factually not true. Several major Hollywood producers, we showed footage of this before. Several major Hollywood studio heads and executives all said that the thing that set off the flare in the air for them about that a new era for comic book movies could exist was that first X-Men movie. It's the one where they said that David something, the guy who also produces, the guy produced like the Batman movie. I'm forgetting the producer's name, David something. Anyway, but saying specifically, it's when Hollywood saw that first scene in X-Men with a kid in a German concentration camp being torn from the arms of his parents. That is when Hollywood executives and producers across the industry said, we can do this with comic book movies. It's a different game now. Blade was great. You're not going to get any argument from me that Blade and particularly Blade 2 are great, but they are not the films that started off the thing. There was definitely going to be an X-Men without Blade. It was definitely the film that basically changed the Hollywood industry's minds about comic book movies. It just is. That's just a fact. All right, what's next?
We got Juan is back and says, if we won't get more Disney Plus Marvel specials. Hope they announce 4K steelbooks of Werewolf by Night and Christmas special with bonus features.
If you're somebody who's into physical media, I hope they do. I don't see them doing that. It's counterproductive to their goal of trying to get more people signed up to the streaming service. Giving them other options other than the streaming service is counterproductive to what their goals are. But for those friends of mine, particularly Rob, who really value their physical media, I don't care about physical media whatsoever. But for those that do, I hope they do offer those options. All right, let's do one or two more. Then at 7 o'clock, it's going to be time for us to keep an eye on those news feeds. But what do we got next, Jonathan?
Christopher says, writer taking their name off the film and Roth making Thanksgiving instead of Borderlands reshoot. I had a feeling the Borderlands film would be bad.
It's not terribly unusual for when reshoots and stuff like that happens to happen on a film that the director isn't there themselves to do it. It's not normal, but it's not horribly unusual because quite often the director is contractually obligated to move on to their next project. So that's not a terribly surprising thing. I don't think that's what led the movie to be bad. It's just, unfortunately, a pretty bad movie. All right, what's next?
Steven says, really hoping to hear about Shang-Chi. That is one of my all-time favorite Marvel movies.
I will be flabbergasted if they don't. Like, they've already said Destin is on to direct it. They even said they pulled him off of other projects to direct it, and yet Comic-Con came and went. Not a single mention of Shang-Chi 2. It will be a big swing and a miss for Disney and Marvel if they have D23 and don't at least acknowledge Shang-Chi 2. You don't need to show posters or artwork or anything like that. Just an acknowledgement of it would be great. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got PDS Meso says, hey everyone, John, the first time you said the most impactful thing Marvel could do is have RDJ Doom is kill Pepper or their daughter. I literally broke down thinking about how emotional that would be.
I think your reaction proves the point. As a matter of fact, when I said that, I could feel the audience going, oh, how dare you? The very fact that you reacted that way when I brought it up proves the point. It would be, listen, do I want Pepper and her daughter to die? No. But if you want to make a big impact about a new antagonist, come on, tell me that wouldn't pull all the heartstrings and make a huge step forward narratively. As I'm just saying. I love you 3,000. I kill you 3,000. Oh, that would be the line if Robert Downey Jr. said that. I kill you 3,000. Anyway. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Dylan Fernando who says, thanks for covering D23. I'm a big fan of the show.
Thank you so much, and it's our fun doing it. Ray, we got nothing yet coming across the board?
I'm looking up.
All right, let's get a couple more questions in then.
Christopher Brickner says, genius move by Roth to make Thanksgiving over Borderlands reshoots. A, gives him a recent critical box office hit. B, shows he can still direct good films. C, he can make Thanksgiving 2 to rebound.
I mean, listen, what do they always say? When you fall off the horse, the best thing you can do is shoot the horse. No, the best thing you can do is get back on the horse as fast as you can. The faster you get back on the horse, the better. And the fact that Eli Roth has been able to start working on another film before this one even came out. Because look, guys, I don't think Borderlands is the worst film of the year. I don't even think it's in the conversation for the worst film of the year. It has its moments. It has some upside, but it is a bad film. And so for him to be able to get back on the horse as quickly as possible, I think is in his to his advantage. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got.
By the way, I'm seeing here on my screen. You can bring this up, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Fandango saying, and they're set. It looks like people are starting to come out on stage. They're talking to people in the crowd, just waiting for the main event to actually start. All right, they got the dueling DJs up there right now. Ooh, I'm sure that's thrilling. Okay, what do we got next?
Risky Pins says, just listen to the Fantastic Four First Steps theme. They're really going with a 60s theme. Sounds fantastic. They should.
Yeah, I heard they were doing that earlier today. I have not heard any of it myself. I'm very excited to hear it. Again, we talked about this the other day. I don't think they're going to actually use real world 1960s songs, but I think they're going to create a 1960s sound. And if that's what they're doing, I think that's a great move to set the mood. All right, what's next?
Blake Morgan says, been watching since the AMC days, over 10 years.
Nice.
Love your content. Hopefully we'll get a Daredevil trailer.
And listen, here's the thing. I believe we are, but I'm not 100% sure we're going to get it released to the public.
Wait,
Yes.
I'm not sure if this is real or not.
Who are you on?
29 seconds ago, D23 announces General Grievous origin story. That can't be real. That can't be real.
I'm
Who are you
not
seeing it
seeing
from?
that.
I don't see it on discussing.
I'm gonna.
I don't
You know
see
what?
it
I'm
on
gonna stop.
IGN. I'm not seeing
I'm
it
gonna
on
stop
FNA.
saying things that might be fake just because I don't want to.
Yeah, wait till you're able to
Yeah.
confirm them. Yeah, wait till you're able to confirm them. All right, what's next?
Blake Morgan says, "Oh no, Mr. I says something you may have missed in Deadpool and Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's Les Mis number is on Logan's skull when DP punted it. 24601.
24601?
How did they even notice that?
Yes, 24601. If that was actually the number on the skull and I've never noticed it, that's brilliant. Hugh Jackman, of course, is in Les Mis, playing one of the greatest characters of all time, Jean Valjean, whose prisoner number was 24601. If that's the number on there and I missed it, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. All right, what's next?
Okay, we got Chris Beach, who says, just got home having my third baby girl. I'm glad I could make
Oh,
this stream.
congratulations, man.
Well, I hope the lady that gave birth to your baby is resting up. How would you personally introduce RDJ as Doom?
I've already said it. Have him showing up on Earth 616 and through whatever plot device, have him kill Pepper and Tony's daughter. I think that could be the most heartbreaking, devastating emotionally, but also emotionally investing thing they can do. I know it makes me sound like a monster. Remember, everybody, we're talking about fake, fictitious characters here, not real people. But I think that's the way they should do it. And congratulations to you and your partner, man. That's incredibly exciting. And ignore your partner. She can take care of herself. Watch the John Campea stream tonight. No, make sure you're doing the right thing, man. All right, what's next?
Chris says, Wizards of Waverly Place made Selena Gomez famous. Yeah, I noticed her in that like trailer thing.
Like I said, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I guess that's where Selena Gomez got her start.
Oh,
with
good
Disney.
for her.
Rick Alfonso says, if Avengers Doomsday will come out in 26, that means there must actually be a team before the movie. When might that happen? Maybe on a Disney Plus show?
Well, remember in the first Avengers, the Avengers didn't actually form until in the movie. They actually formed in the movie, right?
And they weren't formed fully even in the third one.
Yeah.
Because they were split up.
And Guardians of the Galaxy, when Guardians of the Galaxy started, they was not a team. It was about them forming. And who knows? Listen, Captain America 4 could start the footwork of getting the team back together again, of getting a new Avengers team put together again and assembled. Maybe it won't happen until Doomsday itself. Well, but no, nothing says that they have to have the team already made and in place before that movie starts. It could actually happen in the movie itself. We'll see. All right. Is there anything else? Or did we get all cut up?
We got a few more here. We got Sinkfield Hoops who says the $20 super chat.
Thank you, man.
I got it. Even though we haven't seen one yet, I'm so glad Marvel's taking on the actual structure of a real TV show, getting real talent behind the camera, directors of photography, better writers, longer episodes and seasons.
One of the things you could really tell was a big problem with the Marvel Plus shows early on, WandaVision as the exception. You could tell they didn't have the traditional structure of a television. They didn't have a showrunner. All the shows were run by massive committee.
When we learned that, it made so much sense, but it blew my mind.
Oh, I still remember. It was a couple of years ago we heard that, or a year ago, when it was like, wait a minute. The Disney Plus shows don't have dedicated showrunners per show.
Crazy.
They're all run by executive committee. And we were like, oh, well, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. So now that they're in this new era, that was something that I implemented once Bob Iger came back in and said, we're going to set up a traditional show running structure. Here's hoping that what we get is going to pay it off. All right, what's next?
Julius says, favorite film of 2024 other than Dune 2? Love the show.
I don't know. I'd have to sit down. I can't even remember what other movies came out this year. To be honest, off the top of my head, I can't even think about it.
Yeah, you'd have to look at a thing.
All right, what's next?
Ray Loves Trenchcoat says down to 418 after being at 470 on May 28th. I don't know what that means.
Dude, that's like 52 pounds you've lost.
Congratulations. I didn't know what they were referring to.
Holy crap. That's amazing, dude. Well done, and keep on the road, man. Keep on that road. That's awesome. Well done, dude. All right, what's next?
Let me just refresh because one more came through here, but here we go. It just came through.
From It's Adrian?
Yeah. It's Adrian says, if Pixar still wants to make sequels, I hope that they at least announce sequels of their recent ones rather than other franchises like Luca and Elemental.
I hope they make the movies that they have the best ideas for, period. I don't care if it's Soul 2 or A Bug's Life 2
Great.
or whatever. I don't care. I want them to make the movie that they have the best idea for. And if their best idea is for Toy Story 6, then do Toy Story 6. if their best idea is for Luca 2, then do Luca 2. That's what I want them to do. And that is the Pixar way. They have these brainstorming meetings, they pitch ideas and all that kind of stuff. I want the best idea to be the ones that get made the way it used to be done over there at Pixar. All right, what's next?
Okay, Exaldeer says Doomsday starting with Tony failing to rescue Rhodey from the cave, starting his turn to Doom instead of Iron Man.
Yeah, we talked about that before. Like, I personally think they should go further back into our understanding of Tony's history, like going back to his great-great-grandparents' days. I don't think the change of his life's direction should just be a 10-year difference or a 15. I think it should be a multi-generational 110-year history where something went different 110 years in the past of his family that led the person we know to be Tony to actually be Victor Von Doom of Latveria. So I would hope they would do it that way. But hey, again, I'm up for whatever their best idea is.
And I think we're caught up.
All right, so let's turn off the super chats for now.
Okay.
And guys, we will turn the super chats back on later. Once we get some actual announcements we'll turn on the super chats again, and we'll take some more super chats, some more questions. I see a couple got through anyway. I'll just read them off here. Chino's asking, can you make more live coverage shows in general? You have to have a significant event to have a live coverage show. Like D23 is only every couple of years, and Comic-Con's once a year. So if there's something big, we'll cover it. Mr. Hank Dunn says, do you think Marvel will have one-off movies? I don't think they have the guts to do them. I hope they do, like they do for Joker and Batman in DC. I hope they will, but I don't think they have the guts to do it. And Ray Loves Trenchcoat says, Kurt Lazarus was just announced to be replacing Mahershala Ali as Blade. Kurt Lazarus is, of course, the name of the character of Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. I'm the dude playing the dude. That's something about the other. I can't even remember the line. That movie, by the way, Tropic Thunder, underappreciated treasure of a film. Absolute treasure of a film. By the way, I've got this right now. Discussing film on their Twitter saying, let's bring this up.
All right.
It's saying a final song plays as the 2-hour-long Disney Entertainment panel starts up. Look at the arena. Again, Comic-Con, take note.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to D23.
Imagine this in Petco Field across the street.
Well, you know what's funny is that, Marvel isn't beholden, DC isn't beholden to Comic-Con.
No, they're not.
If Comic-Con is only going to do a smaller Hall H, but these people have access to a stadium like this, they could just say, we're only doing these things at D23 from now on.
Yeah. Again, Comic-Con, take note, Disney's putting you to shame right now. And they shouldn't, because they're terrible at this. But here they are putting you to shame. Okay, well, we can take that off the screen for now. So they should start rolling here any second here, guys. We are waiting with you. By the way, over 6,000 of you guys joining us in the live stream right now. Good to have all you guys here as we are waiting for the first bits of news. We are now at 7:13 as we are waiting for the first bits of news to come out. Ooh, what is this? Bring this up on screen. Fandango's reporting
Condoms.
We were just handed this envelope and instructed not to open until we were told to.
Ooh, this is going to be like some Oprah kind of stuff. They all get a car.
I wonder if it's like a light thing, or is that just everybody holding up their phones?
I think that's just phones.
I think you're right. I think that's just phones. But, ooh, what is this secret device?
What is that?
Did you say condoms?
Yeah.
I bet he's going to.
And what is that logo? Anyone recognize that logo?
I don't recognize. I bet somebody in the live chat recognizes the logo. I don't recognize the logo. Somebody says it's David Blaine's logo. That's not true, is it?
It feels like isn't that like the... Oh, yeah. It's the
Actually, several people in the live chat are saying it's David Blaine's logo.
Maybe
Yeah.
they're doing like a thing there.
David Blaine
logo.
in the MCU, baby.
Are they? Listen,
Oh, no, that is for sure his logo.
no
Yeah.
disrespect to David Blaine. Are they really going to waste some of their only limited 2-hour runtime of this thing to have David Blaine come out and
He's
do
probably
something?
going to have something.
Maybe he'll reveal something cool.
Yeah.
Again, no disrespect to David Blaine. He's a tremendous magician,
I
but
don't mind David Blaine coming back.
They're all going to realize they're actually at Comic-Con.
we are actually in San Diego, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
He's the illusion of a good D23.
All right, we can take my screen down.
All right.
For now, we'll keep our eyes. Again, right now we're refreshing everything, keeping our eyes waiting for the first bit of actual news to get announced. Again, they should be talking about Pixar stuff. I expect a lot of Pixar stuff. I expect Toy Story 5. I expect Inside Out 2. Talking about, the success that they've had. I expect, because of what Bob Iger said earlier this morning, I expect them to announce an Inside Out 3. I expect to hear a lot more about Moana, maybe even a new trailer. I expect to hear about Zootopia 2. I expect to hear about Skeleton Crews, the next big thing up for Star Wars. I expect, because they put out images for that the other day. So usually when they put out official images in the magazines, that usually means the first trailer is incredibly close. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to get a lot of Agatha stuff. I think we're going to get some Daredevil Born Again stuff. I'm hoping for Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, and Thor 5. Just information. You don't have to show us anything. Doesn't need posters or art or anything. Just want some information. Just confirm them. Whatever. The Spider-Man animated series, considering the hat that Kevin Feige was seen wearing a little bit earlier today. Christopher Liverman just said in the live chat, yes, Snow White. Snow White. That movie's been shot in the can for a year. Maybe it's time for them to come out and actually make some announcements about that. So we will see. Again, guys, we are here refreshing all of our various news feeds. Still not seeing any announcements, just a lot. There's music and DJs, and apparently this mysterious David Blaine package about do not open, but we'll see if that leads to anything. What's he saying now? Here we go. The panel is starting, and our host is Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't she from Community?
I feel like...
Is that who that is?
I better look her up, because it sounds so familiar. Yeah, Yvette Nicole Brown.
She's from Community, right?
Yes, it is.
I adore her. And she was remember she was in the elevator in Endgame.
Yeah.
All right. I like having her there. So they're getting started. Now here's what my guess is going to be. I think they're going to start with Pixar, then do Star Wars, and then do Marvel. That's my guess at any rate. So let's see. Where they're saying Drake and Josh? They're saying Drake and Josh are there too. Yeah, here we go. The panel starting. A host is Yvette Brown.
We got Bob Iger is here to introduce the Disney Entertainment panel. There's nothing we love more than entertaining you, to thrill you, to fill your hearts with joy and wonder.
Okay, so Big Papa's on the stage.
Yeah, Big Papa's on the stage.
Big Papa Iger. They're running already about 20 minutes late.
Yeah, everyone's like, well, start thrilling us.
Yes. Let's see. By the way, bring this up, Jonathan. How good does that stage look?
Oh, I know.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah.
That looks like something, dare I say, I'd want to be at.
Looks like a damn Prince concert.
Looks
like it's going off.
Purple rain. All right, Bob, time to thrill us. Let's see the thrills. What do you think, Jonathan? What are they going to start off with? What's the first thing they're going to come out of the gate with?
Specifically, I don't know.
No, even just which company do they come out there with?
Disney. I think Disney/Pixar. I think they're sticking with animated.
So you're going to start off the thing with animation.
Yes. Then they're going to move. Now here's the big question. Well, this all depends on if they have anything for Star Wars that's worth announcing. Is the belle of the ball Star Wars, or is it Marvel?
I think it's going to be Pixar.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're going to lead off with Pixar, but my guess is we are going to get, especially with, a Pixar film right now is the #1 box office film of the year. So my guess is that we're going to get the most stuff out of Pixar. Again, think about what they have to talk about. Moana 2. I think they're going to talk Inside Out 3. Zootopia. Frozen. I mean, so it could very well be that Pixar is like the #1 main thing. Indy 5 in the live chat just brought up a really good thing. Maybe some, where did it go? Maybe some Tron.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yep.
No, they have the bike. They have the bike.
I missed his, it's going so fast. I missed his thing to bring it up.
So again, we're still waiting. This is still the latest thing we've got from any of the, we're following IGN, Fandango, and Discussing Film.
This thing is moving so quick, I can't not unclick it.
We got a lot of people in the live chat here.
Yeah, we do.
We have now almost 7,000 people in the live chat.
A few people are looking forward to some Tron.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight.
Pirates of the Caribbean info? I don't know.
Nah. I don't expect we'll get any Pirates of the Caribbean info. I really think we're probably very, very far away from that. But, you know, Frozen, Zootopia under the Disney animation Pixar banner. So that Toy Story, Moana, you know, we'll see. We'll see. All right. We're continuing to refresh our pages here, guys. I'm still not seeing anything new. Yeah. Still, the last update I've seen from either is that Bob Iger is taken to the stage. Big Pops is on stage.
I'm looking at Fandango as well. Nothing updated there.
No, Fandango. The latest thing on the Fandango thing is still Yvette Nicole Brown,
Yeah.
who I adore her. She's wonderful. And then, of course, going to try to wait to find out what that whole David Blaine thing is.
I'd open that thing. Would you open that?
Yes.
I'd open it. As soon as I saw it, I'd be like, the hell with that. What is this?
No, I'd totally open it. You know what could be in there, though? I remember Ann and I went to go see the Bad Bunny concert in Las Vegas. And they gave us this little thing. And we didn't realize it, but the little things were all connected to a major system. And they created a major light show in the arena from each one of us holding this little thing. And I bet whatever's in that pouch is going to be a thing that's coordinated with all the other things that are in the pouches for everybody else there. Oh, by the way, our friend Sean Chandler's in the live chat. Hey, Sean. How you doing? I'm surprised you're not down there at the Deep D.
The Dizzle.
At the Dizzle. Dizzle 23. And again, guys, we are now 21 minutes into what is supposed to be a 2-hour panel. And as of right now, we still have no announcements.
Yeah.
Of course, the one thing we're all overlooking, of course, is Indiana Jones 6. Right? They're definitely going to announce Indiana Jones 6.
Yeah.
After the tremendous success of Indiana Jones and the Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
A movie so good, people were too intimidated to go to the movie theater to watch it. So,
or at least get the first 5 minutes of it.
I still to this day have not seen the first 5 minutes of that movie.
Never will.
And probably
You never will.
And I never will.
My favorite part too.
The first 5 minutes. All right.
Someone's asking a new Moana 2 trailer.
Man, Bob Iger must be talking a long time.
Hey, listen. When Big Papa Iger holds court, y'all pay attention. You know, Palace Jerry is saying Aladdin 2. That is still obviously the Will Smith thing affected it, but that Aladdin movie is wonderful. It's not as good as the original animated, obviously, but that Aladdin film is fucking wonderful. The job Guy Ritchie did on that movie is incredible. It made over $1 billion at the box office. I am agog and aghast that we have still never heard about an Aladdin 2. And I don't think it's going to happen. But agog and aghast, I say.
I'm agog that we have over 7,000 people watching us right now. I think that's the largest live stream I've been on.
Oh, you know it'd be great? You know it would be break my balls if they announce?
Whoa.
What's that? How can they break your balls?
Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
comes out
Okay.
and goes, Real Steel 2, baby, come in.
Yeah. But that's neither Pixar, Star Wars, or Marvel.
Well, it's that distributor, Disney, for the first Real Steel, so come on.
Oh, here we go. Fandango's reporting.
All right.
New Disney intro with some first looks at it. They are going to talk Snow White. They said they're going to give us a first look at Snow White
and Tron
and Thunderbolts and Tron. So obviously up there on the screen, they've got some,
Cool.
oh, good. Some terrible Ahsoka stuff.
Nice.
Wow.
There's some Guardians, of course, Deadpool, some Moana. First look at Moana 2. Ooh, they're doing a multi-screen thing there. Ray.
Avatar.
Oh, Avatar? Are they going to talk about the next Avatar? Some Mufasa stuff in there. From Loki season 2, some new Cap. Percy, yeah, that's something we've all overlooked. They're talking some Percy Jackson too. There was a first look at Tron. And they're not doing a Coco 2, are they?
Yeah, they are.
I don't think they are.
Frozen glimpse. Yeah, this might even be just some.
Oh, some more. There was a little glimpse of some Snow White stuff there. A Whole New World. Are they going to talk
Wait,
Aladdin
that's
too?
oh, okay. That was a nice cut.
Yeah. Some Cinderella. So they're mixing in
Yeah, a little montage.
old stuff with possible upcoming stuff.
Little X-Men 97 in there. Agatha, Vader. Like, look at all the cool stuff we have.
I mean, they
They want the bleep.
they did a little joke with it. That's good. I like that. The Bear, which of course is a Disney property. But yeah, we haven't heard or seen anything of Wreck-It Ralph in ages. I wouldn't mind a return to Wreck-It Ralph.
Discussing film says Moana 2 is the first film up with a live performance by I can never pronounce her name, but I have her on your screen right here if you go to discussing film as well.
Oh wow, she's there too.
Louis?
The Moana.
Cravallo? I should know because remember we had her
She
in
was
studio.
in the studio, yeah, in Burbank.
Yeah.
Oh, good on her. I loved her when she came into studio and hung out with us for the day. I adore her. I'm so glad she's getting to voice. I mean, obviously she can't be in the live action one. She's too old to be in the live action one. But I love the fact that they're bringing her out.
All right, so starting off with some Moana 2.
All right. So and now look, again, no big surprise here, right?
Yeah.
Because we know that a 7-year-old movie, Moana, was 2023's #1 stream movie. The #1 streamed movie was not a new Marvel film, was not a new DC film, was not a new Pixar or anything film. It was the 7-year-old movie Moana was the #1 streamed movie of the year. So it's not a big surprise that they're deciding to go out guns blazing and they're really going to push Moana 2. I think they got a lot of people are going to be very excited about that. Let's see, they're saying this now. Moana 2 includes Moana taking upon the role of chief leader and also now has a younger sister. Yeah, I heard Bob Iger talk about that a little bit earlier today, that in Moana 2, one of the new characters is going to be her younger sister, which makes sense.
Interesting. We never even saw that in that first teaser trailer, so just goes to show you how much you're not really shown much in a trailer, but you think you are.
Somebody laughs at waste saying, wait a minute, she's a leader. Remember, the whole point of the first movie was she was afraid of her responsibility to be she's the future leader of the tribe, of the island. That's where the whole song comes from, right? Everybody has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. You remember that whole thing? That's been her whole thing about wanting to avoid. And I don't know if that means her parents are now gone.
I'll watch that intro later. Fandango has the entire intro you can watch. It's like almost 3 minutes. And then
I'm over on Fandango right now. Yeah, they're still running with that.
The size, look just the size of like the screen on like that's massive.
Yeah, they're doing a multi-screen setup there, which is really quite impressive.
Not gonna get that in Hall H.
No, sir.
Not that large. I mean, they do some cool stuff, but not that large.
Okay, let's see here. So just that Moana's including Moana taking up the role of the leader of the role of chief of the island and knows also now has a younger sister. That's the last official piece of news I've got here so far. Just more about boy, I feel bad that I keep mispronouncing your name. Louis takes the stage, shares and she's singing a new song from the movie. That's cool that everybody gets their first take on the song from a new song in the film. That's very cool.
Ali'i, maybe? I think it's maybe Ali'i.
I think you're Ali'i.
Uh-huh.
I think you're right. I think it's multiple syllables at the end there. I think you're right. At any rate, so they're not messing around. They're coming out with listen, as big as Inside Out 2 has been.
I really wonder about this movie.
$1.5 billion at the box office. It's one of the biggest films in years. And however big Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be, I'm going to guess 1.2, 1.3 billion. Moana 2 could very well end up being the biggest film of the year.
Yeah, I mean, visually it looks stunning. I just think this thing it's going to give theaters a huge fourth quarter, man.
I think Disney's going to end up with $3 billion films this year. I think obviously Deadpool and Wolverine's going to hit $1 billion this weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine will at any rate. Inside Out 2 is already at 1.5, and I think Moana.
By the time you round all of those up too, because it's 1 point whatever, it could be $4 billion that they end up with.
I mean, yeah, which is absolutely crazy. What else big do they have? Mufasa. I don't think Mufasa hits $1 billion.
Moana 2.
What's
You
that?
guys already brought that up, right?
Yeah.
So they're showing a new trailer that I'm sure they're going to drop online publicly. So they're now showing a new trailer for Moana 2.
I wouldn't sleep on Mufasa, man. I think that's going to be that sleeper hit, man. I think it's going to be big.
Think so? Because I know, listen, the first one, the 2019 Lion King is, of course, the highest grossing animated film of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like 1.6 something billion dollars. I think Mufasa will be a big hit. I just think that 2019 Lion King, even though I loved it, not as good as the original Lion King, but I love the 2019.
But if
I don't give a fuck what anybody else says.
But if Incredibles 4 is already over 700 million, and it's not even the best installment, and it had
What?
some Incredibles, not Incredibles. I always say Incredibles. Despicable Me 4. It's already over 700 million.
Yeah, but it's not going to get to $1 billion.
No, but I'm thinking this thing at least has to be 800 million.
But see, that's the thing, because I think Despicable Me 3 was the weakest of the Despicable Me universe of movies. And I think that's why I wasn't really sure that Despicable Me 4 would hit $1 billion. It didn't. And I think the 2019 Lion King was divisive among some people. So I think it will be a hit. I think it'll make a lot of money, but I don't see it getting to the $1 billion mark. I hope you're right, though. I mean, listen, you got it on award.
Okay, so Disney.
There is a new trailer here.
Yeah, they just dropped
Here's
it
Fandango.
2 minutes ago on YouTube, the Moana 2 trailer.
Okay, so that's out. Make sure you don't leave it up for too
We
long,
won't show
Jonathan,
too
because we're
much.
going to get taken down if we do. So there is officially a full trailer for it, which we expected, and obviously they've now made it out public. Now, will they make the other trailers public? How many of the other trailers that are coming out tonight are they going to make public?
I'll just see if there's any good moments I can pause on.
Yeah.
So
I mean, obviously they're out to a great start here. Putting out leading off with Moana 2, which again could end up being the biggest film of the year. That you can bring up another couple of seconds of it if you want, Jonathan.
Yeah.
We just can't keep it up for too long. That's all.
there you go.
So we're back in the
Cool
of course,
shot of Maui.
good shot of Maui being back. Of course.
That's
And
her
I'm
little
going to
sister,
assume
maybe?
that's the little
Oh,
sister.
Wow.
Aw. Whoop. That's adorable.
We've seen that from the original trailer.
Yeah. Okay. So the whole thing about probably teaching her, let's move away from it too.
Yeah.
The whole thing about there's a line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. I still love that song. I don't care what anybody else says. I love that. So we got the final bosses in there.
Yeah.
Maui is back.
Yeah.
Which, listen, think what you will about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm a huge fan of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You cannot doubt how charismatic and how beautifully he helped bring Maui to life in that first one. You're Welcome is one of the most fun songs of that year. It was brought to life by Dwayne Johnson. And so you had to have him come back there. And I'm really excited that he's going to be back. By the way, he's playing Maui in the live action version.
Right.
I still don't know how they're going to pull that off. A live action version of Moana. I'm glad they're trying. I think it's something, I want somebody to take that roll of the dice. I'm going to be very curious to see how they do it. I'm just not sure really how on earth they actually pull it off though. But it'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Yeah. But it makes sense that this is their first trailer they're going to pull up because this is the next film, the next animated film in their slate. And yeah.
And so they've just reminding everybody in theaters, November 27th is the new Moana.
Reminding everybody again what a $1 billion movie looks like, as if we haven't seen it already.
Yep.
This year.
This will be at least their third $1 billion film this year. And again, with Mufasa, maybe it'll be 4. So we'll have to see.
Dwayne Johnson will star in
Monster Jam.
Monster Jam, a movie about monster truck drivers for Disney.
Wait a minute. Are you lying? Or are you telling the
Look at the
truth?
screen.
21 seconds. I'll go.
Monster Jam?
A movie about monster truck drivers, baby.
Monster Jam. Really? Ladies and gentlemen, the next announcement up, Dwayne The Rock Johnson stars in Monster Jam.
Well, there you go.
I'm assuming this is live action because I don't see Disney animation said anywhere. I just see Disney.
Yeah. It looks like it's live action.
So the hierarchy of power is about to change in the monster truck driving world.
I can't believe Discussing Film puts the Black Adam image next to it. Come on, Discussing Film.
Okay.
Oh, there's a first look at Moana's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we
she was
saw
in
that.
the
She was in the
trailer.
trailer there.
Yeah. But
Um,
I can bring that up. I mean, that's just the next shot. But yeah.
okay, listen. I was just given the flowers to Dwayne Johnson.
Literally.
Does this not feel like a massive step backwards in his career? Does this not feel like him going back to his
Feels like Jungle Cruise.
well, not even Jungle Cruise, but like his Tooth Fairy? And what was that one about something mountain?
Return to Witch Mountain.
Return. Like, doesn't this feel like a kind of a step backwards
bit.
for him?
A little odd. It's a little odd.
Now listen, I'm saying that not knowing anything about this. Maybe this movie ends up being the best movie of his career. I'm not saying it won't.
I mean, it could be really fun. We don't know. I'm not judging it, but just off the bat, I'm like, okay.
Huh. But yeah, it feels just
Race to Witch Mountain
in
was
premise, it sounds a little bit like and feels a little bit like a step backwards for his career. So, I mean, I don't know. So The Rock got on stage with Aluii or Aluii. Again,
Ali'i.
Aluii?
Ali'i.
Ali'i. I love her so much and I constantly mispronounce her name.
I'm not judging. I said I wasn't going to judge. It just seemed a little odd, Charlie.
Yeah.
I actually, did you not hear me? I said, it could be really great. Who knows? But it just seems
I
like,
mean, I'm
okay.
down for Monster Jam. I always love the big old trucks. I mean, Cars, right? What if it's like in the same vein as Cars, but live action? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean,
we don't know if this is animated. We don't know if it's live action. It just
my guess again. I'm guessing it's live action just because I see the Disney logo and not Disney animation.
Let's put it this way: if you're gonna make a movie about huge, monstrous trucks, Dwayne Johnson's the guy you actually have star that movie because he's like a truck himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's the size of a truck himself. I mean,
Although, have you ever seen some of the monster truck stuff on TV? And the guys who drive them don't usually look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
no,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
hoping
saying.
I'm hoping he's voicing the truck.
Oh, you think it's about? It says it's about truck drivers.
Avatar.
I don't know. Maybe this is like a Herbie the Love Bug kind of thing.
The guy is talking about Avatar now. James Cameron is at D23 talking about the sequels of Avatar.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, James Cameron's on stage now.
It says James Cameron is at
Fandango's
D23 to talk
behind.
about Avatar sequel. Discussing film. I have it on your screen.
Shout out to Discussing Film. He's the one who's like just really, or whoever it is really posting these things real quick as they go.
Man, again, James Cameron, director of 3 of the top guys. Seriously, this is not some small trivial thing. Director of 3 of the top 4 highest grossing films of all time.
Yeah.
3 of the top 4 were done by one guy, James Cameron, and good Canadian kid, by the way.
So close to the 3 billion on that Avatar movie, man.
From the first Avatar.
Yeah, so close to it.
And then the second one made a monstrous fortune as well. And now I was not really expecting them to do an Avatar announcement.
I wasn't until they showed that montage, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, once they showed some footage in the montage, then that kind of hinted that maybe.
They are really rolling these guys out. I mean, it is like.
I mean, they started late, but they seem to be moving by pretty quick because they already did Moana 2, Monster Truck. Now they're talking Avatar already, and they're done this in about the span of about 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Now we just got to wait on Ray. Keep your eye on this. Tell me if they actually let us know anything. By the way, is there anybody left in the world who's in the doubting James Cameron business?
I don't know how you.
Is there anybody left? Because I remember when Avatar 2 was coming out, and they're all no one cares about Avatar anymore. Nobody cares. It's gonna suck. It's gonna bomb and blah blah.
Okay.
It's like, listen, I also think they waited a little too long to get the second one out. I'm part of that crew. I do believe they waited a little bit too long to get the second one out. But
here's footage of The Rock and the presentation for it. So it's live action.
Oh my goodness, it is live action.
Let's get some wrestling feel to it, man.
Woo! I mean, and listen, if you're gonna do like a wrestling feel to it, then Dwayne The Rock Johnson's the guy to have in it, right?
This could be like over the top. It could be pretty fun. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go.
Sunday.
Now, is
Gravedigger.
this a documentary or is this a actual like live action film and they're just using like for a sizzle reel here?
It says Disney, right? So it's like if it was a documentary, you'd think it would be like Fox Searchlight or something,
Right.
right? So have they said anything yet about Avatar, Ray? Any information that they're giving yet?
Oh yeah, Avatar. Okay, there's a new. Is this a new photo of Avatar? Well, discussing film.
Oh, here we go. Look on your screen here, John. This is discussing film. He adds that there will be new cultures, biomes, settings Pandora never seen before. It's not what you expect, but it's what you want. Ooh.
Now, I think that shot is from Avatar 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not what you expect, but it's what you want.
So
More emotional stakes.
there were rumors before that they would now, just like they went to a water tribe, that the next one would
fire.
involve like a fire tribe, right? They're saying that Avatar 3 is going to go more into more emotional depth, which, listen, that's one of the things James Cameron's done great with the Avatar films, right? Like, we've definitely had the spectacle and the gorgeous visuals and imagery. But one of the things he's also done very well is he's brought the emotion with it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I still tell you what I think my favorite shot in number 2, in Avatar 2, was when, I forget Zoe Saldana's character's name, but it's after her son was killed.
It's not
And-
Nefert. Not Nefert. No.
I can't remember. But she gets on the ship and she starts killing fools.
Yeah.
And like, she was in like a Wolverine-like
Neytiri.
berserker rage.
Yeah,
Neytiri. That's it. And she was in, they're saying Zoe Saldana's on stage now. And she went into that Wolverine berserker type rage, and it's like, oh shit.
Well, she even went after that kid. And everyone thought, oh, she won't. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh, I'm going for
I
you
wasn't
too.
sure. I still don't know that she was going to do it.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's like,
she
oh
was-
my God, she was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
She was so mad. So they're saying, they're talking about, they're going to give us stuff that we're not expecting, but it is what we want. Zoe Saldana apparently is on stage.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. I'm
They're
refreshing
saying in the
here.
live chat that Sam Worthington is on stage as well.
Okay.
Wow, they're really rolling it out.
Yeah, this is just like, it kind of reminds me of like award ceremonies where they kind of just, someone goes off, orchestra kicks up, something comes on, now introducing so-and-so, here's something, you know what I mean? It's not like they're not really wasting a lot of time. And at this pace, for 2 hours, they've got a lot to go through.
They do. Now, technically speaking, they've only got an hour and 20 minutes left.
I know, but this is a great pace.
I can't wait for the Avatar when they meet the lazy tribe.
The
The
lazy
one that's
tribe.
just like sitting
The
around.
sloth tribe.
The sloth tribe.
Yeah.
By the way, they've got a little bit of video footage here on my screen of James Cameron coming out on
Oh,
stage.
nice. Oh, yeah.
New logo. Avatar, Fire and Ash. In theaters,
Oh, there
December
you
That's
go.
the name?
2025. Fire and
Oh, yeah,
Ash.
there you
Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. The name of the next Avatar film, Avatar Fire and Ash.
Oh, we're gonna get the fire tribe.
Ooh, this feels a little.
I cannot wait to see how this tribe looks. This fire tribe looks.
Yeah.
Now, when does the airbender come in? Because we got the earth
Right.
in the first one, the water tribe in the second one. Now we're getting the Fire
the
Nation.
Windwalkers.
Now all we need is the airbending
I
tribe.
don't know. This is feeling a little Dracarys right here, man. Like fire and ash,
We're gonna
fire
have
and
some.
blood.
We're definitely gonna have some volcanoes involved with this tribe.
Oh, 100%. But I'm not gonna listen straight up. When they announced Avatar: The Way of Water, weak title. I mean, a title doesn't matter. It doesn't
Right.
make your movie any better or any worse. But I did not like the title for Avatar 2. I love this title.
I cannot wait to see the effects and the visuals he does with
very
fire.
aggressive.
With fire, and look at what he did with water. Imagine this with fire.
He's come up with new ways to make actors fireproof. So they're
Oh
actually
my
using
God!
real
You might
fire.
need to bring one of those personal fans when you watch this movie. it might get way too hot.
Can you imagine this in 4DX?
I was
If
gonna
they
say
have little,
4DX
if you're in
heaters.
4DX, you got little flamethrowers that come in your face.
I don't know if I'm very excited to see this new tribe that deals with how they look, everything. I cannot wait to see more from this.
Boy, I gotta tell you, man, I again, as somebody who was very, very lukewarm
Oh.
on the title of the second one, Fire and Ash is awesome.
Oh,
What do
they
you got,
put up
Ray?
more screens, Jonathan. Check it out.
Oh, here we go. Boom. If you just
I guess
scroll
we
up,
didn't-
John.
I guess we didn't have to wait.
Once you get it on your shot, I'll give you the
They're showing.
larger
All right, let's see
first
what we got.
concept art of Avatar 3.
Woo!
Do they look the same?
Is that like a skyship?
That looks like a skyship of some kind.
Yeah.
And then you got it looks like a fire. They're dancing around a big fire down there on the
Yeah.
bottom. Oh my goodness. Listen, this is the first big surprise for me. I was not expecting Avatar. Ray, you were asking before the show started, do you think they're going to do some 20th century stuff? And I say, well, they could.
The biggest 20th century property that you could.
By the way, what's the release date for Fire and
December
Ash?
2025.
December 25.
Of 20. So it's still well over a year away.
But man, that's still close. And when you think about the in between time between Avatar 1 and Avatar 2, so I'm very happy with this date.
Hey man, we're gonna get Avatar before Secret Wars or whatever. So
I'm going to start a poll
These look.
And
in the
the
live chat for you guys. Do you like? I'm saying I love it, but maybe you guys don't. Do
think
you
it's
like
great.
the title for Avatar, Fire and Ash? A simple thing for those of you guys who are watching live right now, I just put up a poll in the live chat asking if you like the.
Look at here where it
for me,
connects.
I
That's
love
like-
it, but maybe you guys don't.
is that not like a phoenix that creates the A, the cross there?
Yeah,
Looks like
but
a
that
phoenix
Well, it
was
seems
holding
like
up.
it's in front of the A.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes that A.
It's got a
cross.
phoenix kind of. So I just put up this this poll, and a little over 1,000 of you guys have already voted.
Oh well, that's overwhelming.
88% of you are saying yes, you like the title. 12% are saying no. Yeah, no title's going to be for everybody. That's
Sure.
totally fine. But we're now at 1,200 votes, and 88% are saying you guys. Some people are saying it sounds too much like Fire and Ass. That was the original title that James Cameron was going to do. Not many people know that. The original title that James Cameron was toying with was Fire and Avatar, Fire and Ass.
Well, we can all relate to that. We've all experienced fire in our ass at least one time or another.
Okay.
What kind of life do you people live in the Philippines?
Have you been to Chipotle? Have you had Chipotle before?
They're rolling out some
Dream
Inside Out
Productions.
information here. First logo for Dream Productions, a series set between Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2. The series follows Dream Productions. The movie studio will be inside Riley's mind that makes
Remember
up her
the
dreams.
Dream Production people?
Yeah, they have that in Inside
Yeah,
Out where they go with that
right.
makes your dreams. So they're going to do a series of
Yeah.
it. I don't know if I like that.
I don't mind it that
I'll watch
it's
it, you
bridging
don't.
the two. It's not moving forward necessarily. I have a feeling we're going to be, well, we don't know what we're dealing with in Inside Out 3 because we don't know that they're making one yet. I know they're making one, but
Yeah, I have no doubt. At $1.5 billion,
it's not developed though.
This is their answer to the Minions.
it's not a good answer to the Minions.
I mean,
But
not
I
if
mean,
it's-
come on.
It's a series, so this is going to Disney Plus. So,
yeah.
but I'm glad they're giving Inside Out some more.
You know what? Mason in the live chat, one of our channel members, is saying, John, you already knew about this show is coming out. That's right. I remember we talked about this on the John Campea Show a few months ago. News did come out that they were going to do a series about Dream Productions. You're right. I totally forgot about that. Totally came and went. So, an Inside Out world streaming series for Disney Plus, Dream Productions, about that little crew that makes Riley's dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, they gotta keep adding stuff to Disney Plus too, no matter what it is, you know.
True. I just kind of wish it was after the events of Inside Out 2.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
First,
win or lose.
Pixar's first long-form series, Win or Lose, will release December 6th on Disney Plus. Okay, but it's a long-form series. Okay,
I like the way
Interesting.
this looks. It's cute. It looks like reminds me of like a Charlie
Bad News
Brown.
Bears a little bit.
Yeah, we've heard a little bit about Win or Lose before.
Yeah.
And you know what? I am all for Pixar doing this. And this looks very Bad News Bears-ish.
Yeah. A little Walter Matthau.
Mixed in a little bit with The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed in a little bit. So you know what? This already looks cute to me. This looks really cute.
Yeah, so that's right. Pixar has never done a long-form series. Wow.
Yeah, and all of the characters will be voiced by Paul Walter Hauser.
There you go.
And Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Paul
Well,
Walter Hauser and Chris Pratt
Chris
will be
Pratt
doing
is
all
the
the
coach,
voices.
and Paul Walter is all the iterations of the children.
You know what, guy? I need to go and refill my hot chocolate, so I'm going to throw it over to you guys
Okay.
to keep this thing running for now.
all right.
So,
All right, what are we talking about? Okay.
We're gonna talk about stuff. We're
Okay.
gonna talk about the fact that we have 8,700 people in the live chat. Hello, everybody.
Look, what's that? You're a big fan of baseball, right? You're a big fan of baseball,
That was one of the
Jonathan,
first
right
things
here?
I kind of thought about. I was like, this is pretty cool. I mean, I wonder how deep this goes. Like, it's not just gonna be about baseball or winning.
Now, for someone who might not know
yeah,
what long form is, like I know, I definitely know. Can you explain that to people who don't
Well,
know?
no, it's
Like,
just that
my friend.
this isn't going to be like a Pixar short or anything. Like
Okay.
this is going to be like an ongoing series, right?
That's what I was.
And Pixar's never done that. Disney's done that, obviously, with their series.
Oh,
but
Toy
not
Story
Pixar.
5. First logo for Toy Story
Okay,
5.
Hold up, I'm bringing it up. Here we
Andrew
go.
Stanton from Wall-E is set to direct
All right.
Toy Story
Who
5.
Can you look up who directed Toy Story 4?
Oh, yeah. Let me check it out.
But yeah, here we go. So 2026.
I hate
Wow.
to say it, but I left Toy Story after Toy Story 2. I haven't seen the rest of them.
What?
I
You
haven't
have
seen
to at
Toy
least
Story 3.
watch through 3, man.
I'm sorry. I
because that's the trilogy. You know.
Toy
but-
Story 4 was directed by
This was no surprise that Toy Story 5 was going to come out. I mean,
Josh Cooley.
Iger said he wants to revisit these
Okay, so
IPs.
Josh Cooley directed Toy Story 4, but if you look at the writers, Andrew Stanton
Right.
was one of the writers.
Okay.
And he's going to be
So that-
directing this next one.
and he he did Wall-E, obviously.
Yeah, and I love
You
Wall-E.
really liked Wall-E. That's
That's like my number one Pixar.
I
think.
didn't hate it, but it's just not my like number one go-to.
I just have a thing for robots. That's what it is.
It just got annoying.
But I
The
bet you
Wall-E
I'm going to
thing.
really like the Elio.
So,
Elio?
John, we got Toy Story 5 up here. You can see it on the screen right there. Just the logo. I mean, we knew that they were going to revisit this IP, but summer of 26, so we got a little bit of time.
Director of Wall-E.
Oh, not till summer of 2026.
Yeah.
And did they confirm Andrew Stanton? Yep, there it is. Andrew
Yeah,
Stanton.
set to direct.
Oh,
Okay.
here's a little they put up a first look pic, I believe.
Well,
First,
what?
let me just say this about Andrew Stanton. Andrew Stanton is a wonderful storyteller and a wonderful filmmaker who got totally screwed on John Carter of Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Because John Carter was his first live action director.
Ooh, that thing
He
got
made a
railroaded.
really good little movie. John Carter is a really good, pure sci-fi kind of movie. And Disney totally dropped the ball. One of the worst marketing campaigns in the history of film on that. And a lot of people wondered for a long time if Andrew Stanton was going to be done after that. I'm so glad that he's come back to this. I'm totally thrilled by
A
that.
little wiener dog.
Here, it says the film follows the toys going up against electronics.
Also, they're like bringing it, like making it kind of modern.
Yeah.
Oh, an army of Buzz Lightyear toys.
Oh, you'll have to refresh again, but I'll put it up on that screen there.
Oh, right there. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a army of 50 Buzz Lightyear toys who are stuck in malfunctioning play mode.
Refresh
will be the
discussing
villains.
films.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna get a lot of Buzz.
Can you read that again?
An army of 50 Buzz Lightyear
I've got it on the
toys
screen there.
who are stuck in a malfunctioning play mode will be the villains in Toy Story 5.
Now, didn't they already have Buzz having to meet other Buzz Lightyear toys?
Did they do that in 4? Because
They've done that in other ones too, right?
First trailer for Win or Lose.
Yeah, I saw
just
that
released.
pop up.
Okay. So hopefully we get to watch some of these trailers after we are done here.
But yeah, so obviously, like, I love this picture here. And there they've got a first trailer for Win or Lose. But let's bring this up for a second.
Sure.
I really do like this picture
do too.
because the toys are looking at their kid, and the kid is just buried under a blanket looking at a tablet.
Yep, and that's the problem.
Oh, and look how sad Slink Dog
I know,
looks.
that's what I'm saying. He's probably, his butt is all the way probably down on the floor, too.
Look how sad Slink Dog looks. Oh, poor Slink Dog. Sorry, I went too far.
So
You know,
I got a couple of shots.
There's a
from,
lot of people that
Win or Lose.
Slinky is one of the first toys that ever came out, so he would be the saddest.
Oh, poor Slink Dog. And you said they put out footage for that.
Win or Lose.
And it's got a little bit of an anime feel. I've got some shots here that I'm just pulling like from the trailer, you know?
That reminds me a little bit of the visual style they did in Ms. Marvel.
Yeah,
Remember
exactly
that?
on that.
Also, it looks like they're going to kind of mix styles.
Oh yeah.
That looks great, actually. This looks great as I'm skimming through.
Oh, look at this. Like that effect. That's really cool.
That looks kind of cool, actually. I
Yeah.
do like that. That
So
looks
this looks
really
like this is
neat.
gonna be really trippy.
And there's going to be a
And
great
the fact
lesson.
that you get this like weird like I don't know, electronic
I like it.
effect. I think it's gonna be kind of a trippy thing.
There's a new one. Pixar's new original movie, Hoppers, follows a girl who switches brains with beavers to learn about the secret of beavers.
Okay.
John Hamill voiced the mayor trying
I'm
to
bringing this
destroy the
up. There you
beaver's
go.
home.
Hoppers.
Right there you go.
Oh, Pixar's new original movie will follow a girl. Guys, you can't make this up. Follows the girl. As Ray just read. I thought, Ray, you were I swear to God, Ray, when you were reading that, I thought you were making it
No,
up.
I'm constantly just refreshing this, and I'm
follows a girl who switches brains with beavers to learn about hoppers. Because doesn't that sound like they were making a movie based on the James Woods character in Bug's Life?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Hopper. Because remember that was the name of the character was Hopper.
You know what I was thinking of? What was the movie with Hayden Christensen? There was Loopers, not Loopers. That's the one where he
Looper.
could like teleport though.
Yeah, Looper. No, Jumper.
Jumper.
So
I was thinking of
Looper
Jumper.
was the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and
You know what? You could say the most outrageous synopsis of anything or whatever, and then you put Pixar at the end. I'm there. It's fine.
and it
They could
work.
make a movie about anything. Don't make it a good one. You know.
I'm sure we're gonna be crying in this as they just try to destroy
This
the
sounds so that's crazy. Okay, first official. Okay.
And by the way, to everybody, I am in Jumper. I'm in the Hayden Christensen movie
are you?
Jumper in 3 scenes.
I like Jumper.
As an extra, just as an extra, but I can be spotted in 3 scenes in Jumper because they filmed it up in Toronto. But that was a side note of all side notes.
You know, I'm just like glancing through, and we'll have to look at these trailers later, and we'll talk about it next week, I'm sure. But at first, it seems like a straightforward kind of Bad News Bears kind of looking like trailer, but then it gets so trippy. Hey, quiet. And then it gets so trippy with its animation and what it's trying to convey.
What I'm saying, and also, can I bring up how strange the flow of this event is going? They went from Moana, and then they went to Avatar, and now back to Pixar stuff.
Oh, but
Yeah, you're right.
Don't forget Monster Trucks.
And they all
Monster
I'm saying
Trucks.
is they better show something from Elio, because that's what I'm looking forward to.
I have zero doubt we're about to. And you know what? I think in the next 15 minutes,
First teaser for Toy Story 5.
they've got a teaser for it out already.
It looks like it's just.
Oh my God,
It's a
yeah.
crane pulling up an alien.
Yeah, it's just a crane pulling up an. You want me to show you? It's
Yeah,
just
you bring up
this.
blank thing.
It's just that,
Yeah.
and then it just shows that.
So somehow, Woody has returned.
I don't know what happened to Woody.
I mean, this
At
is
the end of Toy Story 3
I
or Toy
stopped.
Story 4, he goes off.
I didn't watch 3 or 4.
What?
Sorry.
Ray, you got to get you caught up on this shit.
I
man.
told him you got to at least see 3 because that's the trilogy.
Sorry. But
3 is like I think the best
Yeah.
of the whole. I think it might be the best Pixar film ever made.
Could be.
Number 3. So first little teaser. It's not even a teaser. That's an introduction.
No,
That's an
that's
intro
all stock.
video.
Like they had those animations made.
Yeah, but it's closer to getting the real thing, right?
yeah,
When you see
but it is.
something
It's
like
still
that.
it's a promo.
Yeah.
It's not really a. They're calling it a teaser, but it's not
I mean,
really a teaser.
just a
If
little
Blade
sizzle.
released something like that, I would love it. Please. Something with motion. Oh. Okay, first look at hoppers.
Hey, you can bring this up on my screen,
All
Jonathan.
right, you got that. Oh, nice. Ooh, I like that art.
Okay. All right.
I like the way this
All right.
this beaver looks.
Also, she doesn't switch brains. She's like hooked into it. She's in
Yeah.
the chair.
Okay. All right. You know what? I had my doubts when Ray first read the synopsis. This, you know what it looks like? This looks like a LucasArts video game.
I know.
That's what it
right?
kind of looks like,
It
right?
reminds me of those big, like, little things that I see on TikTok that people pet and they turn around and look all mad at them. I don't know what they're called, but yeah.
Apparently, Elio is now being brought on stage. That's
Let's
what
go.
some people in the live chat is that Elio is now going on stage.
I'm refreshing, but why did I just sound like HAL 9000? I'm refreshing. Dave. Here's some shots of first look of.
By the way,
gonna-
yeah.
Been
This
on
is they've got some.
They're dropping a trailer for Elio, another trailer. They have to.
What's this one called? Hoppers.
Hoppers.
Yeah, first look at some Hopper stuff there. Which again, you know what? I heard the synopsis, thought it sounded a little weird. But you know what?
but-
I'm on board with it now.
Deep
But
down, I had no doubt. in
Let me
Pixar,
ask you
though.
guys. If you just saw that Hopper's logo on
Yeah.
screen, right?
Ooh, yeah.
This was the last thing you would ever think about. A girl in a beaver suit. Because
No,
it
mean,
looks so like cyberpunkish
like,
a little
okay.
bit.
Again, I would have thought it was a spin-off of Bug's Life.
Right.
That's what I would have thought.
Because even the premise is just like.
Oh, here we go. New look at
Yeah, here we
Pixar's
go.
Elio.
Boom, Elio. There's a shot.
Now, Ray, this is what didn't we see footage from this like a year ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Very
it's got to be
possible.
close to a year ago that we saw footage.
Wait
from
a
this.
second. But here's an
And
announcement.
Zoe Saldana's joined the
Has
cast.
joined the voice cast. I thought this thing was almost done.
Yeah, but you know what? Remember Raya in The Last Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
That was all done, and then they totally changed out most of the voice cast
I haven't seen Raya yet.
at the last second. So maybe this is one of those situations where they had somebody in one of the roles and then they swapped it out for Zoe
And,
Saldana.
and let me just point out to the chat. The only reason why I'm looking forward to Elio is it's in space, aliens. That's kind of like my thing.
Zoe Saldana comes out here. So.
Oh, Zoe Saldana coming out. Of course, they just talked to her about
I'm
Avatar.
assuming that's the kid who voices Elio.
Because right, the trailer we saw for Elio again, like a year ago, it looked really good.
I thought it looked.
It had a little bit of a what's the Disney classic film with the alien, the little monster and the Hawaiian girl?
Oh,
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, Lilo and
It's
Stitch.
got a little bit of a Lilo and Stitch feel to it. In a way.
I've never seen that. Is Stitch an alien?
Yes.
Yes.
I should watch that.
Yeah, you should watch movies.
Yeah, you should watch movies, Ray.
Sometimes I run into Xbox. That's the problem.
We tried to watch. We watched Abigail just a little bit ago.
Yeah,
Ray saw 10 minutes of it.
Ray saw 10 minutes of it. The other hour and 40 minutes was. I can't even
Quite short.
That's what you get for trying to lie.
It's not lying. What you were doing? Snoring through the whole thing.
See? Okay.
All right, so Elio.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, I told him we started Disney Animation and Pixar was going to be a big deal at this thing. They're through the first hour now, and they're still.
On Disney.
I just find it strange that they put Avatar in the middle of all this. Oh wait,
Well, Avatar and Monster Truck.
And Monster. It
Monster,
felt like
yeah.
a weird break, but I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to break it up. I'm looking forward to this December and this.
Incredibles 3
No way.
Shut
is
up.
in the works. Just announced 2 seconds ago.
No.
Brad Bird is
There we
developing.
go. Boom.
Incredibles 3, baby!
Ah, let's go.
I haven't seen any of them.
Shut up.
Brad
No,
Bird
I
developing
haven't.
the film.
I'm
Brad-
just excited for you guys because I know you guys like it.
Brad, considering it took them 55 years
Yes.
There it is,
to
buddy.
do Incredibles 2,
There it is.
I never thought they would get an Incredibles 3.
I hope someone put a live.
Let's fucking go.
I hope they put a live reaction from the crowd somewhere.
After Iger said he wants the popular IP, I was like, come on, Incredibles 3 has got to be on that slate somewhere.
Wow.
I would have lost a bet on this. You could have bet me $20. You think they'll announce Incredibles 3? I would have said no. I would have said no.
did.
This is awesome. And Brad Bird is back to do it again.
Yeah,
Bird
flipping
Man.
the bird, baby.
The Birdman.
Flipping the bird.
I'll tell you what, listen, I don't think Incredibles 2 was quite as good as Incredibles 1. By the way, this presentation already better than their presentation
hand
at
over
Comic-Con.
fist. Hand
This is
over
already a
fist.
better presentation than the one at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Anyway, Incredibles 2 does not get the love that Incredibles 1 does. And I think Incredibles 1 is better. But Incredibles 2 is great. I really enjoyed Incredibles 2. Again, not quite as good as 1, but really, really good. And for them to come back again, I just hope this time, because what they didn't do in Incredibles 2 is age up the kids at all. The kids were the exact same age. I think in this one, if they do a 3, which they are clearly doing a 3, I hope they age them up a little bit. You know, you don't have to have them married or anything,
Sure.
but just age them up.
I agree.
Guys, I'm so fucking excited. This is amazing. I am so happy.
Coming soon to
Official
theaters.
logo. Coming soon to theaters.
So what does that mean, coming soon to theaters? That could still be 26, right? I mean, no, 25?
that could be like
What is
this
coming
year.
soon?
Just kidding.
And not this year, but it could be 25.
That could be like in January. Yeah? Coming soon. That's strange.
You can't say coming soon and it's like in 2 years. I mean,
Well, I mean, soon as in compared to like 10 years from now.
I guess.
Or are you talking about coming soon, the poster?
So the official, the official logo, it's a nice logo too,
Yeah.
with the little 3 lines there.
What is that? What is this?
Now again, I just hope that's of course,
okay.
Now
Now
remember-
Frozone and okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing some people saying, "Oh, John, it doesn't look like they're aging up the kids." Guys, that picture is from Incredibles
Right.
1
That's
because you
this is
see
an old-
Syndrome in the background
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So that's from number 1. So
Yeah.
again, I would like to see them age the kids up a little bit, but I was not expecting them to drop bomb after bomb after bomb, but guys, look at what we've gotten already. We got the Moana stuff, which we expected, but like Avatar, Fire and Ash,
I gotta
Incredibles 3, boom.
I'm gonna have to listen to some of this audio later because I want to hear that crowd in the stadium.
Oh, yeah, I'll go. Yeah,
I believe the Pixar parts is now done. So they're gonna move into.
So really, nothing on Zootopia,
Disney and Star Wars,
That
and
is a
nothing
little
on
surprising.
Frozen.
At least Zootopia 2 is a little surprising to me because, yeah, we're only halfway through Disney panel with Marvel and Disney still to go. So it looks like they capped it.
I'm really surprised that they're not doing Zootopia 2.
Well, you know what? We
Very
got plenty right there. We got some meat right there. I mean, maybe Zootopia will be
maybe-
delayed.
Well, right now they're saying we're only halfway through the Disney Entertainment panel with Marvel and Star Wars still to go. But I'm telling you, the news today, I mean, man, it's tough between Avatar, Fire and Ice,
This feels like a
and now
CinemaCon
Incredibles
presentation.
3.
Well, we live in a world where we know Incredibles 3 is definitely.
Oh, here we go. Zootopia 2.
I knew it. I knew they'd do
Ki
some
Hugh Kwan
Zootopia.
will voice a new reptile,
there
Gary,
you
in
go.
Zootopia 2.
Oh, of course they're going to have Ki Hugh Kwan more involved in the universe.
Zootopia 2.
He's voicing Gary, Ki Hugh Kwan, ladies and gentlemen. I love that dude.
Yeah, we're still not done. They're probably going to throw in some Tron stuff, too,
Yeah.
coming pretty soon.
No, I mean, someone said, well, Zootopia isn't Pixar, but they're not just doing Pixar, they're doing Disney animation.
Yeah, Disney, like, remember, guys, Disney Animation and Pixar, they're kind of the same thing. I mean,
Sometimes
for
it's
the
hard
longest
to tell
time,
which
they were
one's which,
both
yeah.
under the same head. Like, they have individual heads now, but they have a lot of crossover between the companies. So, at any rate, regardless.
Okay, and in theaters next year. So Zootopia's next year.
Yeah, Zootopia's 2025.
Yeah.
So, listen, I'm not the biggest Zootopia fan in the world. Like, I know most people like Zootopia more than I do. And by the way, I am on the pro Zootopia thing. I like Zootopia. I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as some other people do, but it's a very popular franchise, incredibly successful first film. I knew they would not skip over talking about it.
I was a little surprised about that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. When you said we were moving on, I'm like, really? No Zootopia coverage.
I'm
Okay.
actually surprised they're dropping this and not Zootopia after this. I mean, Incredibles 3 after this, but
And by the way, guys, we are almost at 10,000 of you
Yeah.
guys watching along live with us right now. And again, for those of you who missed, Avatar, Fire and Ice got announced, and then the big announcement so far. Listen, I'll tell you, of course, Incredibles 3. Oh my God. How would you like to be Star Wars and Marvel having to follow up what Disney just did with their animation properties?
well, and then also you got that Avatar.
And 20th century,
Yeah.
20th century with Avatar.
Unless Kevin Feige has some stuff up his sleeve.
I mean, woo, Avatar, Fire and Ash. I love the title. I hated the Way of Water title. Did not like that title at all. This is a great title.
I didn't mind it. It has kind of a kung fu feel to me, the Way of Water.
It
But
had
but
too
I
much
also
of a
understand.
Zen
It's
kind
very
of-
zen.
The Way of Water. Well, I mean, the movie's great. The movie's great. I love the movie, but yes. Now, the only other thing I'm really surprised at that I really thought they were going to talk about Frozen 3.
Frozen 3, right here, first logo.
Jesus, right?
Are you serious?
right here?
Frozen 3.
Right there. He said it as you're
There
saying
you
it.
go. Frozen 3.
John with the real-time predictions.
Again, no brainer. Frozen are a couple of the highest grossing animated films of all time. And they're wonderful movies. They're wonderful movies. I know they're mostly targeted at young girls, but I don't care. A good movie's a good movie. I think the Frozen movies are good little movies. And I love the music in them. So, so I knew they at least, who's that coming? Can you see who that is coming out on stage? Are they saying anywhere? Because I see somebody walking out on stage to talk about it,
Hang on, I just lost the.
but they're at least putting out the official logo for
Yes,
it.
here you go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Someone is dressed as Elsa.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like.
never remember the name of the girls from it.
Let me see if I can. Yeah. No. Oh, you getting a drink? Is it cold?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I didn't think it
Put it in
was.
earlier. Should have
Well,
put it in
yeah.
earlier.
So now we got Frozen 3. I think that covers it. That's everything I said I thought we were going to say.
Release
We're going to
You
get
don't
Toy
think
Story
they're gonna do
5.
anything from Mufasa?
No,
Oh,
not,
hang on. So, Frozen 3 releasing in 27. A fourth film
not
has also
until 27?
yeah, and a fourth film has also been teased. So Frozen 4 has been
Again.
Oh, yeah, Forzen.
No, Frozen.
Frozen.
Listen, you already know the Frozen franchise is printing money.
Yeah.
Make the next two back to back.
Well, you're gonna see Elsa's running around.
It's going to be a cold, cold day.
Yeah, I mean, make the next two back to back. because you want to take advantage of this age group, right? Before they all get a little bit too old.
Yeah.
But
for
I mean,
Forza.
listen, I'll tell you what, guys. I give flowers where flowers are due. This panel so far has crushed it. This has been great, and all they've talked about so far is Avatar, yes, but really mostly animation stuff, and they've been killing it.
Concept art for Frozen 3. Get on deck.
There you go.
Hey, there we go.
Concept art. Oh man, that looks like Ivan Earl. That looks like Sleeping Beauty style, man.
Again, it's concept art.
Yeah.
Though,
I know,
right?
but I love that Ivan's work on Sleeping Beauty from 1950s.
Listen, does anybody want to take bets right now whether Frozen 3 makes $1 billion? I'll go, what? Is anybody willing to bet against?
Too fast, too frozen.
Too fast, too frozen. That's good.
Oh, and we have crossed over 10,000 viewers.
10,000 live, guys. Good having you here. But seriously, is there anybody at this point
No.
willing to bet against Frozen 3 making $1 billion? Is anybody stupid enough to take that bet? Because because I'm like, it's a pretty stupid bet to bet against Frozen 3 making $1 billion. So like, I heard your fifis in the live chat saying, Iger bringing the magic back to Disney. Yes, yes. Hey, remember not so long ago when Bob Chapek said, animation is not that important to our portfolio because adults don't really like animation. It's really more for children. How's that quote aged? Not so good. They are killing it
So
right
that's
now.
original work from Ivan Earl. He's also the person who did the artwork for the original Sleeping Beauty. I mean, look at that. That is, even if it's an homage, I don't care because that's some of my favorite artwork from Disney. So
It's beautiful. You know what that looks like? That looks like the cover of The Art of Frozen book. That's what that looks like. It looks like a cover of that. That looks amazing. So we got Frozen. So what I say we're gonna get Frozen. We did Zootopia. We got Inside Out, but not in the way I expected because it's a spinoff. They didn't announce Inside Out 3, which I really thought they were going to do. Moana 2, Win or Lose, Elio. Yeah. And that's what we got on the animation front. I don't expect anymore.
I don't see
Hoppers.
anything. Hoppers.
Hoppers, yep. That looks cute, and Win or Lose,
Yeah.
which also looks really cute. So, and of course, Incredibles 3.
Oh, and you said Toy Story 5. So
Yeah, Toy Story 5 and Incredibles 3.
Yeah, that was insane. And Dream
Unbelievable.
Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Inside Out,
Inside Out.
sort of. It's Inside Out adjacent.
And then Moana. That's what it started with. Wow.
Like,
So far, so good.
man, they are not taking prisoners at
We're
this.
going to
thing.
have a busy Monday.
They are in Dwayne The Rock Johnson 90s vernacular. They are laying the smacketh down at this thing. Like, and I get, guys, I don't know if you can, I'm still buzzing from the Incredibles 3's news.
Oh, so the crowd reacts to anger from Inside Out announcing Incredibles 3.
They had Lewis Black as the voice of Egg.
Oh, let me pause that. I don't want the audio. I don't know why it auto, but yeah, it's Lewis Black.
Announcing Incredible. Oh my God.
As
I
anger.
cannot wait to watch this YouTube video later.
I know.
To hear the audience reaction.
Oh, dude, everyone probably lost it right there.
If I had been in there and that popped up on screen, I may have soiled myself. I'm so excited for this. I still can't believe I cannot believe we now live in a world. I woke up this morning, Jonathan, in a world where there was no Incredibles 3. I'm going to bed tonight in a world that has Incredibles 3 coming.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking psyched about this. I cannot believe it. Anyway, okay. Time to gather ourselves. Got less than an hour to go. They're halfway through the presentation. Still haven't got to Star Wars or Marvel yet. And by the way, there's still some other Fox properties out there, right? There's still this Tron thing.
Yeah.
Are they going to talk about Tron? I think they may have even wrapped filming Tron already.
They'll show a trailer.
I don't know. I don't know if they show a trailer, but do they even at least mention Tron or talk about Tron? What are we doing?
Just ads. I don't know. Do you want to?
Oh, yeah.
We're
Listen,
halfway through.
you know what? This is a good point for us. Guys, we're going to take just a quick moment and thank a couple of sponsors of our stream here tonight. And then as they're taking a little bit of a break in between announcements, and we will be right back. We want to thank a couple of sponsors of our show, the wonderful guys, keeping your guys down in your nether regions, all smooth and shiny. Our friends at Manscaped and my mobile service provider, and they should be yours, Mint Mobile. Guys, we want to take a second and thank a sponsor of today's episode, Manscaped. Sizzle alert, this summer, let the only thing that's smoking at your barbecue be the grill, not your grooming game. Get ready for the ultimate cookout season with Manscaped. Whether you're flipping burgers or cannonballing into the pool, make sure your meat looks neat with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Head to manscaped.com and use the code CAMPEA for 20% off and free shipping. Now, come on, guys, if you're like me, you used to do your grooming the old barbaric way. You know, using the clippers on your electric shaver, it never did a good job and always left me screaming out several profanities. So like me, you know that you need the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is perfect for achieving that crisp, clean, and confident look for your barbecues and beach days. The Weed Whacker 2.0, guys, keep your ears and nose as tidy as your hedges next door with our Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer. And you get Crop Soother Ball Aftershave Lotion, Crop Preserver, Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, and Boxers 2.0, the ultimate supplement to those hot summer days, equipped with the signature jewel pouch to protect your meatballs wherever the heat takes you. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code CAMPEA at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use that code CAMPEA. Manscaped, the perfect way to get your patties sizzling hot this summer. You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a song that you bump on repeat and you have to share it with your friends so they can experience just how awesome it is? That's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal, there is no way you can keep it to yourself. My last mobile service provider was quite good, but ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've enjoyed even better coverage, better phone clarity, and I'm paying less than a third of what I paid to my old provider. Say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bills to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions may apply. See Mint Mobile for details. And thank you to our friends at Manscaped and Mint Mobile for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you guys, as we took a little bit of a break there to thank our sponsors. We go back over now. Still nothing new.
Yeah, I'm refreshing.
Yeah, still nothing new. I wonder if they might have taken a little break, at which made that the perfect time for us to take a bit. For those of you who are joining us late, it's already been a much better panel than they did at Comic-Con. Notwithstanding the, I got the hiccups now. Notwithstanding the announcement of Robert Downey Jr. But this thing has been killer. The Moana stuff was great. They had the big song and dance number at first. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes out. They announced his new live action movie in Monster Trucks. I still don't know about that, but we'll see. Big news for you're talking Zootopia. Kiyu Kwan is joining Zootopia. They gave us a first little teaser announcement video for Toy Story 5. They gave us a synopsis for Toy Story 5. Bunch of other things too. Avatar. They brought out James Cameron, gave the new title for the new movie, Avatar: Fire and Ash, which I think is a fabulous title. And then the big thing. The big thing. The Incredibles 3. They officially announced The Incredibles 3, which is the big surprise to me. Big surprise to me. Out of nowhere. It just... I cannot believe. I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking by that. They could announce nothing else at this thing, and I would go to bed tonight, guys, happy. I would go to bed tonight totally satisfied about what we've seen here. All right, so I am now refreshing to see if we've gotten any more new news. I'm not seeing anything at this point right now. Still nothing new. Oh, there's the announcement, by the way. Ray, you alluded to this, but you can bring this up, Jonathan. There's the thing where they said the fourth film has been teased. Again, we've said this a little bit earlier before we did the break, but it would make sense to me for them to do this back to back. Shoot, create, and produce 3 and 4.
Oh, look at this. Check this out, John. The Greatest Showman in the works, a stage musical adaptation.
Okay, that's good.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's not a movie.
No. But, it's nice.
By the way, guys.
It's nice.
I'm a big proponent of Greatest Showman. If you guys haven't seen the movie with Hugh Jackman, you absolutely must. It's one of my favorite movie watching experiences. I love every single song in the movie is an absolute banger. And making a live stage show. Okay, yeah, that works.
They're about to get a Tony or something.
Yeah, it'll win some awards. Again, not movie stuff, so I'm not as excited about it.
This is a nice little transition between the next things that are coming up, but at least we know they're back on stage. And
now, if they suddenly bring out
that's why
Hugh Jackman,
that's why I'm thinking
is going to star in it.
Well,
he is a Broadway performer.
I know, but man, he's going to have to go on the road for it, but I'm sure he would do it. You think Efron would tour with Broadway, or at least be the Broadway?
I don't think so. I think, listen, Efron is clearly a singer. He's been singing his entire career.
Sure.
Do I see him doing Broadway? I don't know.
I don't know if he's got the build for that role anymore. He's massive.
Who, Efron?
Mm-hmm.
For Greatest Showman?
Because that guy was supposed to be a little skinnier, right? I mean,
sorry. I thought you were suggesting that he wasn't in good enough shape.
He's in too good of shape.
Yeah, he's like too massive at this point. That's the problem with him right now. All right. Apparently, we're being told that Marvel is taking the stage. I'm not seeing anything updated yet.
Yeah, not anything here yet.
We're keeping our eyes on this, guys, as we talk about all this kind of stuff. I'm still not seeing anything.
In the Honda Center, this is how you bring in the atmosphere. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. They did like snow from when they announced Frozen, like confetti or whatever. I got that on screen.
Oh, that's pretty.
Over the whole stadium. Wow.
Listen, again, let me just
Huge
say this.
Performances. Look at
I've
this.
been giving Disney a lot of shit, deservedly so, and rightfully so. But give credit where it's due, man. So far, they have put on, not just with the announcement they're making, but the whole presentation. The whole production of it. This has been absolutely top shelf. Absolutely top shelf.
Yep.
This has been looking great so far. Now we're just sitting here anxiously waiting. I mean, obviously they just announced Greatest Showman.
Speaking of Marvel, I have to get my tickets to the Hollywood Bowl for the Infinity saga.
Yeah, I'm holding off because right now the tickets to this section I want for the LA Philharmonic is doing a Hollywood Bowl concert of the Infinity Saga. So like 2.5 hours of music.
Starting from Iron Man 1 all the way through.
But right now the tickets that I want are like $400 a piece.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait till we get closer to the date when the prices start to come down.
Section G or K, like that mid section, that'd be fine. Because I think it's just going to be me and Isabel going. It's going to be one of the girls, not all of them.
Right.
So.
All right. Now I got people saying, no, it's Marvel is not up next. Up next is Star Wars.
Okay. I'll take it.
We'll see. I'm still not seeing anything. Again, I'm looking at 4 different Twitter feeds right now. I'm not seeing anything yet. But let's talk about Star Wars for a second. So, what can they do anything at this thing? Because the Acolyte was just ass. Can they do anything? And all due respect to people who enjoy it. If you enjoyed it, that's great. I'm not trying to take away your enjoyment from it. But to me, it was complete garbage. So what can they do here?
Well, as far as for me, for TV Andor.
Announce Andor 2.
And then Skeleton Crew. Obviously, they got to get.
I loved the first images we got from Skeleton Crew. Loved the first images.
And then they might do a synopsis breakdown for Rey.
It'd be nice. I'm just wondering if there's any sort of Robert Downey Jr. coming out on stage as Doom that they can do here that'll excite the fan base.
God, someone just said Boba Fett 2 season 2.
Boba Fett season 2. I mean, because I'm super excited about Andor season 2. That's good. But if there's like anything short of Mark Hamill coming out on stage and saying Luke Skywalker, the lost years. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know what it is they can do that would legitimately invigorate the fan base with a single announcement.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they can
Here
do.
we go. First trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew has been released.
There we go.
Premiering on
Oh, yeah,
December
okay,
3rd.
here we go. I won't like... Yeah, I'll just put it on pause. But yeah, December 3rd on Disney. So I'll just play like a couple seconds here.
Looking a little bit at it.
Please stop playing the sound.
John Watts.
Now remember, guys, this is being done by the director of Spider-Man: Homecoming, No Way Home, and Far From Home.
Okay, first off that I'm seeing
wow.
is like these shots, unless they're doing it very well, it does not feel, it feels more like Andor. It does not feel like they're on a volume. Just the feel of it feels a little more like Andor.
Remember, we were talking about this. We were looking at the individual images that came out. It had that Goonies
Oh yeah.
kind of feel to it, right? Which that's just speaking my heart's love language. Like, if you can do a Star Wars show about a group of kids and make it feel like the Goonies in the Star Wars universe,
I mean, look at that.
you're speaking my love language.
Look at this
right
shot
there.
right here. This looks like this could be like Granada Hills in the 1980s for E.T. You know?
Oh my God, this actually looks very cinematic right here.
No, it does. It looks awesome, man.
Yeah, and remember, guys, just always keep this in mind. John Watts is running this, the guy who did the 3 Spider-Man movies. And so I have a lot of hope for this. This looks really good.
I gotta watch this after we're done. This looks...
So we might be able to add Skeleton Crew to the Andor kind of vibe. Well, I mean, obviously, we got it. Time will tell, but
December
Yeah, I'm not
3rd.
gonna get ahead of ourselves and
for
predict
sure.
Andor quality,
for
but
sure. But
if they can accurately, and this is a big if.
this is all shot on location like Andor was. Okay, this is not volume stage here.
I mean, I'm sure
there's
there's
gonna be
gonna
some
be
use of volume.
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some volume.
But
Jude Law being in this thing is great.
and it doesn't show Jude anywhere in this. It just shows. The
It does
kids.
at the end.
Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, you're right. Boom, right there.
So getting our look at Jude Law, I'm excited for this show. I mean, now, keep in mind, I was also really excited for The Acolyte. But I'm excited about this. Again,
We don't have
like,
to wait long. December
all
3rd
the
is-
trust in the world in the guy running it. So I'm looking forward to it. So let's see how this goes. So that obviously is a trailer they have released publicly, and it's going to be available for everybody to watch. So that's good. Still not coming out till December. So we still
we
got a
know
long
that-
ways to wait.
Do we know the era of this? Like when this takes place in the?
You know what? I remember we've talked about this, and I think they did say which era it takes place in, but I cannot remember. The guys in the live chat are saying in the Mandalorian era.
All right.
I know I got guys in the live chat are saying they're talking about
I'm refreshing.
Andor 2.
I don't still see anything here.
Andor 2. Diego Luna
Oh,
is now
there we
talking
go.
about
Boom.
Andor Season 2.
Diego Luna.
Diego
is
Luna's on
now
stage?
talking. Yeah, on
Oh,
stage.
this is there we go.
Put it on your screen. It's bigger.
I've lived with Cassian Andor for almost 10 years now. God, I still could not believe when Andor ended. I still could not believe that we got that.
I know.
It's like, and I said this the whole way through, and I don't mean this as disrespect to Disney Plus, but Andor felt like a Star Wars show if it was done by HBO.
Mm-hmm.
It was very unique. It felt very different, but it was Star Wars for grownups. And not that the other Star Wars is for kids. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of all the other Star Wars, but this was like a very, very HBO kind of approach
Oh yeah.
to a show. And I think it's the best thing Star Wars has ever done since the end credits of Return of the Jedi ran.
When there was Diego Luna was talking about when he got cast, the director. Well, why can't I think of his name? But the director was saying that it was about like Y Tu Mama Tambien that drew him because he wanted the Star Wars to be on a human level.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like these are your neighbors. These are people who are like living through this and very real. And that's what we got. And I'm looking forward to more. I really need to rewatch Andor. I've been meaning to do a second viewing.
I 100% have to do a rewatch of the season. Because that speech that
Oh,
Skarsgård gives about, I burned my life so I can, for a sunset that I know I'll never see. Like that whole dialogue line he gives, it's one of the best things I've ever seen on television.
Yep.
Like it's It's just so powerful movie because even in the Star Wars movies, we hear about the evil empire and why but we never see it. We never feel it. And Andor was the show that came along and made us feel why the universe, or at least pockets of the universe, rose up in rebellion. And they did it in such a great way.
Says it's going to take place over 4 years. We knew that. We knew it was going to take place over some years.
Yeah, at least this season will.
Yeah.
Over a bunch of years. And whew, so excited for that. Now, the question is, here's a question I have. Does K2SO get introduced in this season?
I'm wondering. I mean, we've seen those droids, but we haven't seen
What do we
them.
got, Ray?
Oh, sorry. Andor season 2 will take place over
Oh, yeah,
4
we just
years.
said that.
Oh yeah, you got it. Never
You
mind.
should watch our show. It's really
I'm sorry.
interesting.
Well, he's paying attention to the news feeds for us. Andor season 2 will take place over the course of 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, we're not going to have the incomparable Andy Serkis back. Unless they figure out a way to bring him back. That would be...
We didn't see him die.
Yeah, if you don't see them die, they're not dead. So, I mean, it would be great to see him. His whole story arc was wonderful, too.
Mm-hmm.
And the show was so great. Mon Mothma's storyline was fantastic. Also, like, it got into their home life, right? It wasn't just about the big Star Wars kind of thing.
No.
Gets into their home life a little bit, the complications of her life. So, anyway, have they given us a date yet, though? That's I'm looking.
no.
I'm keeping my.
Andor, releasing in 2025.
Okay.
Ben Mendelsohn officially returning as Krennic.
Yeah, I remember they announced that a while ago that Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic was coming in, which is
2025,
exciting
so
and
next
great.
So next year sometime.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Boom.
Ben Mendelsohn releasing in 2020. They can't give us a little bit more specific date than
What
that?
do you want, Sean?
I'm
What do you
I'm
want?
guessing winter. I'm guessing like maybe Christmas.
You're guessing it's that far away?
I think so.
Amin in the live chat is saying Q1.
Really?
That means they've been filming, right? Or they started filming?
Oh no, they started
no.
filming ages ago.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker will return as Saw Gerrera.
Jin.
Jin, I will return Jin in Andor season 2.
I'll be back.
I'm Ghost Dog.
Ghost dog. Bonus points to people who get that.
I love Saw Gerrera, man.
Wow.
I love the actor. I don't know about the
Forrest
character.
Whitaker. Oh, Forrest Whitaker's money,
I
man.
love seeing
Forrest
him.
Whitaker is gold.
Wonky Eye Whitaker.
Jin.
Jin.
Of course, they brought him in season 1, right? So it makes
Yeah.
sense that they would continue on with that.
So Andor was September of 2022.
Is that when it came out?
Yeah.
They just.
I still think it could be a Q4 thing, but who knows?
That would be 3 years in between seasons.
First poster for Skeleton Crew just posted. So
Oh, they just put a poster for Skeleton Crew?
I really
that's
like.
cool.
I really like the image, as in like.
Oh, I like this too.
It's like so.
Look at that. They're
just
leaving
like-
their like little like scooters behind and running
It's
on.
like a little rat pack.
Yeah, heading on a little adventure.
Yep, I like that too. That looks good.
Man.
Again, listen, this has all the potential in the world to suck.
Yeah,
right?
because the Acolyte poster was badass. with
Oh,
that
the Acolyte
streak.
poster was brilliant. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so much to be excited about with the Acolyte leading into it. So look, there is huge potential for Skeleton Crew to suck. Absolutely. I have all the faith in the world in John Watt. I love what I've seen so far. Again, and it's a huge if they can capture a heart and a spirit of Goonies in a Star Wars setting, you'll have me.
I had no idea.
Can they pull it off though? It's not easy.
I had no idea it was about a young a youth, like a young group. I always
Yeah.
thought Skeleton Crew was like just like a something else. I
Kind of
had a
even-
different idea of what it was.
Kind of even has like a Super 8 vibe.
And I love it. I love it. I'm all on board for this.
Now, some people in the live chat are saying Dave Filoni is now on stage.
Yeah, I'm refreshing here. I'm not seeing anything, but I feel like my browser brings it up a little bit after Ray's phone does.
Yeah, my phone's like the greatest.
That's because Ray's ahead of the game.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm ahead of my swipe down refresh game.
Oh, now they're actually
They
saying
are
that
saying John Fab on stage. I'm not seeing anything.
they're saying
Oh, Are they talking about Ahsoka or something? What's Filoni?
No, they're saying Filoni and Favreau are on stage.
Oh, it might be Mandalorian Grogu.
Which it would be good if it was Mandalorian good. Okay, here we go. Check this. Bring this up, Jonathan.
Oh, wow.
We are putting Star Wars back on the big screen.
Finally.
Finally is freaking right, man. It's been 5 years since we've had Star Wars on the big screen.
Look at that planet. What is that? I mean,
Is that Mandalorian Grogu?
part of me feels like, oh, well, that's like whatever, Scarif, but that was a Imperial planet.
By the way, this picture
That's
from
dope,
Skeleton
dude.
Crew looks awesome.
Yeah.
But focusing on this.
The Y-Wings.
Oh, yeah, those are Y-Wings on the ground there.
Mhm.
Which, of course, the Rebels bombers. We're putting Star Wars back on the big screen. All right, you can switch off me here, Jonathan. I'm going to search around, see if I can find some update with that. I'm assuming they're talking about Mando and Grogu.
Oh, here we go. Here's some video of the them coming out.
Oh, Filoni and
Yeah.
John Favreau
Favreau.
coming out on screen.
Oh, hey guys.
Man, it just reminds me so much of like a
Oh.
CinemaCon.
A little X-wing like flew by in the screen right at the end there, like over the ocean. Watch when they pan out, you'll see an X-wing fly over.
Well, that'd be cool. So this
right
is
there.
yep.
Oh, first teaser for Mandalorian and Grogu reveals the return of the Razor Crest.
The return of the Razor
But
Crest.
I thought it was like destroyed.
it was blown up.
Yeah,
Well,
So
you
what
know
does he make a new one
with the Force.
with the Force? Does little Grogu put it together? By the way, we got a first like poster here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here we go. I'll put it on
Looking a
yours.
little bit like the other posters.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean, it basically just looks like that's Mandalorian season 2 or season
Yeah.
3. I mean,
So I mean, they're saying there's a first teaser, so hopefully that goes online.
yeah,
K Music in the live chat. Somehow the Razor Crest has returned.
we're gonna have a busy Monday.
Yeah, this is not a new image. I don't believe this is a new image.
It's a new image. I mean, I've gone through so many Mandalorian something.
Zeb will
It's a
appear
new
in
image. It's just a
Mandalorian.
lot of the same. I wish they kind of made it different, like different as in, like Jonathan was saying.
Woo! What's that they're saying?
Zeb will be appear in
Zeb
the movie.
returns from Rebels. Of course, I was so impressed with because of course I love Rebels, right? But when they showed Zeb in Mandalorian season 3, the
At the
live,
end?
the quote unquote, well, he's CGI, but
Yeah,
in a
yeah, at
live
the end.
action environment, I was so impressed with how he looked. I thought he looked great, and for them to bring him back for the movie, that's terrific. I like that. I think that's really good. Spirit Man 28 is saying, but will Mr. Kim show up? I'm sure he'll be there.
I just hope they don't show Grogu running. Anytime they show Grogu running, it's like
It's like, here's a good example of maybe when you should have done it in CGI.
Yeah.
Practical is not always better.
May 2026, and there's your logo.
May 20. So we are, what, a year and a half away from that? The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now, look, I still have some concerns about this. I mean, on the one hand, doing a Mandalorian movie is a good idea because the Mandalorian is the one thing that seems to have united the Star Wars fandom. Because
know.
the Star Wars fandom is completely a shit show, right? Let's just call it what it is. The Star Wars fandom is an absolute shit show. But Mandalorian seemed to be the one thing that everybody kind of agreed on was pretty damn good. At least the first 2 seasons, right? So doing that as a movie, there is wisdom in that.
To a degree, and then you got the Marvels.
I worry though about it. What about people who don't have Disney Plus? Yeah. And is this movie just, I'm not saying they're going to, I'm just saying I worry that they're just going to use this movie as a big ad commercial for Disney Plus.
I don't think it'll be that egregious, but I do feel like, you know, if most of your audience is coming from Disney Plus, this is what the problem was with the Marvels. I don't think the Marvels was a bad movie, but nobody knew who those people were.
No, nobody knew what was going on. So I don't know. We'll see. But
Look, this is the only Star Wars movie that we're getting. I mean, it better be good if that's the only thing they're working on.
oh, it better be good. It better be good. And it's going to be apparently, I bet it's going to be releasing on Star Wars Day weekend, May the 4th weekend.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. May of 20.
Or at least somewhere in May. So what are we in now? We're in like May, June, July, August. So like we are a year and 3/4 away.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
Yeah, we still got a long ass time.
Superman will be out before then.
Well, Superman will be out a year before that. So there's going to be a lot before that. So we'll see. I am curious that they're not announcing, saying anything about the Ray movie so far, which I'm not terribly surprised at because I'm still not 100% sure they're going to make that movie. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, we knew they were doing Skeleton Crew. We knew Andor basically, and we knew this was coming out. And I just feel like everything we've discussed about Lucasfilm and announcing things and they fizzle, this is probably a safer route. So we'll see. We'll see what happens after this. They may not be done.
Yeah, hopefully this movie will be great. It's still a fuck long time away. That's the technical term, by the way. A fuck long time away.
Industry standard term right there.
From happening. All right. Let's see if they're moving on yet. Ryan Reynolds has sent in a video message. You can bring this up on my screen.
Okay, hang on.
Ryan Reynolds just basically sending in a video message from home. I knew he wouldn't be there. Wearing a Wrexham hat.
Oh, there you go.
Saying, thank you so much for seeing our film, Ryan Reynolds on Deadpool and Wolverine. So there you go. Of course, it's the newest installment, or is about to over this weekend to become the next $1 billion film. So good for Ryan Reynolds to send in a little recorded message.
Okay. Well, was that actually?
They started the Marvel. They started the Marvel panel.
I was going to say, did that start Marvel then?
Yep.
Oh, there it is, because Anthony Mackie and Kevin Feige start the Marvel Studios section of D23 with a clip from Captain America: Brave New World. Feige put this together on his iPad in the plane, says Mackie. I'm a little surprised they're doing this because they just did cover Captain America 4 at Comic-Con.
Maybe it's a new clip.
Obviously, it's a new clip. They clearly saved. Again, look at that. Let me bring this up on the screen a bit. Look at that staging. Look, and
the use of the lighting is so great.
I have been shitting all over Disney, rightfully so, because they deserve it. But you give credit where it's due, man. This visually, and by the way, look at the Captain America shield.
Yeah.
It's got the red Hulk hand around it. They have put together an absolutely gorgeous looking presentation here. Like Comic-Con, guys, you guys got to take note. They are putting you guys to shame. They are embarrassing you. Like I got all the love in my heart in the world for the folks at Comic-Con. I really do. But guys, they're not just making you look bad. They're embarrassing you. This presentation is embarrassing you for what you put on in this little Hall H. They're doing this in a hockey arena. They got 20,000 fans in there.
Look at that.
And again, look at this staging. Look at this production that they're doing. Absolutely stunning.
Oh, there's some more. Oh, wow.
And apparently, now, I don't know if we're going to get this Captain America clip that they're showing there released online or not. This might be something special that they're showing there.
Giving a speech on
But bring up my thing here again, Jonathan. Again, just look at that. The tri-screens there. The lighting to match the imagery on the screen.
Okay, here we go. So, D23 clip from Captain America: Brave New World. Harrison Ford's President Thunderbolt Ross giving a speech on adamantium being harvested from the Celestial.
So it's official. It's adamantium.
Yeah, from the Celestial.
A lot of people speculated when we saw the last trailer and we saw Tiamat, the body of Tiamat coming out, that what they're going to be trying to harvest out of there, a lot of people speculated adamantium. I put that as one of the possibilities, but I think I said, I don't think it'll be adamantium. It might be something else. It's adamantium. There they go. This is how they're bringing it into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to be one of the materials that Cersei, the Eternal, turned Tiamat into. Mm-hmm. So...
Also, we just crossed 12,000, almost 12,100 concurrent viewers.
Wow, 12,000 of you guys are watching the live stream right now. Good to have you guys here. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night as we're covering this thing, which has been a spectacular presentation done by Disney Entertainment so far. I got to give them their due. They've done a fabulous job with this so far. And confirming the adamantium thing. Listen, I was saying, like, why are they doing a Captain America 4 thing? They just did a big Captain America 4 last week or 2 weeks ago at Comic-Con. How do you do it? Oh, by the way, harvesting adamantium. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Good on him. By the way, somebody pointed out something interesting. In the Star Wars presentation, Kathleen Kennedy didn't come out on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy did not come out on stage during the big Disney event. Does that mean something?
She was at an Elton John
Maybe
concert.
they're afraid of
That's a Bob Chapek joke right there.
maybe they're afraid of maybe the reaction from the crowd or something.
That's
Or
not
something.
good.
Well, you know what? She's been the butt of jokes recently, even on South Park. I mean, maybe it's better that she didn't show up.
Hey,
on
we'll talk about that on Monday. We'll allow wild, baseless speculation to go run wild about that.
I guarantee you, if they announced the Ray movie, she would have went on stage. She would have been the one to announce that. That's all
You'd
I think. So, but since they didn't announce it, then she's not going to be there.
All right.
So I'm thinking they're going to go into the Thunderbolts next. Like that's what I'm anticipating will be the next thing.
If they do, they need to do what the Captain America did, which is show us something or tell us something that was not revealed at Comic-Con. Because again, they've already covered Thunderbolts back at Comic-Con. So we will see what they will do. Okay, all the feeds that I'm following are still on the Captain America Brave New World.
Yeah, me too.
Which I heard is coming together real nice for those guys.
Here's some footage of Mackie coming out on stage with Feige. Apparently, Feige was wearing a Daredevil hat.
Oh, really?
Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Should
wearing
be
the
a-
Spider-Man hat that he was spotted in earlier
Should be getting a
today.
Daredevil thing too, dude.
How interesting.
Now that we're getting to the Marvel, so we didn't get anything from Tron. Now that I think about
Oh,
it.
yeah, that would have been in the beginning, probably.
Yeah, that would have come around the first time when they were
Yeah.
doing the other Fox Studio stuff.
You know what? We got enough beef in this.
This
I
is
mean,
a
listen,
lot.
they talked about a lot.
It's a lot to talk about.
They talked about a lot.
This was the reason.
A bunch of people are saying they're on to
of,
Fantastic
shows.
Four.
Okay.
Refreshing. I don't know why I get a delay. No, that's Moana. Come on, X. I knew left you a long time ago for a reason. Let's go.
Oh, IGN is saying they just showed full footage of Harrison Ford as Red Hulk,
Okay.
and that we will see it. You can bring this up on screen.
Oh, yeah.
They just showed full footage of Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, and we will see it in the trailer soon. All right, looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, here we go. Here's a first look at Fantastic Four cast on set.
Oh, look at that outfit.
Oh my God.
What the heck? That's not real.
Well,
It might be.
I
Okay.
mean,
Okay, let's do it.
his suit, that could be real, but I mean, they're
go with
obviously
it.
in plain clothes. And they're not-
Remember, this is the 19. You try it on my screen. It might get a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, here.
This is supposed to be their 1960s.
He's
Right?
dressed. Yeah, they're dressed, but I feel like Bacharach is just like in a hoodie. It could be from that period too.
Yeah, now I don't know if this is supposed to be on set of the movie because they have started shooting the movie.
Yeah, we really don't know.
Last Tuesday they started shooting a movie. So I don't know if this is literally them off set.
Yeah, it just says cast on set. I mean, we don't even know if this is for filming or he's looking directly at the camera. So this looks like they're just goofing around.
Your
Yeah,
back
but
rack?
let's point out that spread on the table.
That's what's got Ray's attention.
Looks like a giant club sandwich.
Yep.
But you
And a
know what?
salad.
The more I'm looking at Johnny Storm's suit,
Yeah.
the more it's warming up on me.
I think it's almost like he's doing some side stuff to being a show off, and that's like, you know how Captain America had that weird suit when he was going around with the army.
Well, look,
I have a feeling it's
this
something
can't
like
look. It can't look too modern. It's got to look like it's from the.
It's got to
60s.
look like it's from a 60s era.
So it's got to be able to like, wow, that looks dated. Yeah,
it's
that's the
actually
point.
not looking. It actually looks pretty good considering the era.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be down with it. Somebody's saying it looks like Frozone.
Frozone, yeah.
Who was that? Said that in the live chat.
That was Matt. Right?
knows nothing.
Yeah.
Matt
got-
knows nothing in the live chat saying it looks like Frozone, which is actually a pretty good call out. All right, they brought up on the you can bring this up, Jonathan.
There you go.
They brought up again the Marvel Studios in that 1960s Marvel style. The Fantastic Four: First Steps. Still not a big fan of the name of the movie. Again, it doesn't matter. The name of the movie is nothing but a marketing tool. It doesn't make the movie any better or worse. I'm just saying I don't really love the...
I just wonder, like, the connotations of it.
Yeah.
First steps into a larger universe.
A couple of people in the live chat, including Adam Mustard, are saying, Doom update, please. I don't know that they have anything to update about Doom. I don't even think Doom's going to be in Fantastic Four. I think he'll be in a post-credit scene, but I don't think he's going to play any kind of a significant...
We're supposed to have Galactus in this, so...
Yeah, well, they definitely showed us from the concept video that Galactus definitely a part of this movie. But I don't think we're going to get anything Doom-related in this presentation.
Here's some... Oh, yeah, you got the footage there.
Yep, there's some video footage.
Yeah. No flying car.
Again, just a little presentation. Nothing significant, nothing major. Just a little titling they got playing up there on the screen on stage. Very 1960s,
Oh, yeah.
almost like the Avengers, and not the
And I know
Marvel
what you mean.
Avengers.
I know what you mean.
Like the old
1960s.
English spy show Avengers. It got a little bit of an Avengers kind of feel to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just Avengers, yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see if they've moved on at all. No, still, the thing I'm still seeing is I'm talking about Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So, but nothing new. Nothing new. Guys in the live chat are saying if they're saying they're bringing up Ironheart next,
I'm going to refresh here.
which is something... Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I have little to no interest in Ironheart. Wakanda Forever actually turned me off the idea of an Ironheart show. So I hope they can come out with some absolutely banger promo material. Here it is. Ryan Coogler is on stage for Ironheart. Does
There
Ryan
you go.
Coogler have something to do with Ironheart?
Well, outside of...
Ryan Coogler, one of our generation's great directors right now.
I mean, do we have director confirmation on Ironheart? I mean...
I'm guessing it's got multiple directors over multiple episodes.
Oh, that's right. It's a series now, not a movie.
Yeah, it's not a movie. It's a series.
Maybe he's producing.
Maybe. I'll be honest with you. I had no idea Ryan Coogler was involved. But he's out on stage talking it up. Coogler, somebody in the live chat saying Coogler's saying they've recast T'Challa for Ironheart. I don't believe that.
Oh, please tell me he's directing Blade.
I don't even... Unless...
Well, I don't think he'd be out there for
No,
Ironheart.
but he's not out here just for this. He's also out here.
To announce that he's directing Blade.
Yeah.
Dude, I would lose my shit if they announced that Ryan Coogler was directing Blade. I would absolutely lose my
We got
crap.
a first look. Oh yeah, there's a new...
Here's first look just of him.
Oh my God, our first look at Red Hulk.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
I'm not getting it on my feed. I'm refreshing a bunch. It's not coming up. That's okay. You got it there.
Yeah.
Woo!
He looks like he's saying "woo."
Oh my God, that looks great. Now you can try it on my screen now, Jonathan.
You know what he's saying? He's saying right there, if you feel it, chase it.
I literally want to say write it. I don't know why.
Because that's another line in the trailer.
Is it?
Yes.
The Twisters movie. You mean.
When in the Twister thing, there's the two lines. There's if you feel it, chase it, and then there's another line that says something. You don't ride your fear. No, you don't
chase your
face your
face
fears.
your fears,
you
you
ride
ride
them. So I got that mixed up in my head now. So whenever Ray says if you feel it, in my
ride.
head it goes ride it. It looks like Red Hulk is riding it right there.
Ah!
Oh man!
you
Imagine what's
feel
below
it.
that screen.
Ride it.
Imagine him. No.
Woo! That's a good looking shot though. All right, people are saying now they've moved on
I think we should move on too.
to Thunderbolts. Yeah, maybe we should move on to. Still,
First, well, this is just we saw that, but he's just putting that back up, so they might be showing this again. I
yeah.
don't know.
Now we talked about these images earlier today.
Yeah, for Daredevil.
on the John Campea Show, right? That the first promo image, the official promo images for Daredevil Born Again, they showed off at D23. People put those pictures up earlier, which led all of us to believe that they're going to drop some kind of trailer for Daredevil Born Again tonight. I'm really hoping they do. I mean, they don't need to, because Daredevil Born Again is still like, oh God, it's almost a year away. I mean, it's still forever away. It doesn't come out till 2025, but I'd totally love to see. They're saying they're showing some Ironheart photos.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh.
I'm not getting into it right now.
Well, I'll tell you, Anne's at a fun Dodgers game.
My wife's out at the.
I'm
Oh,
watching
here we go.
looking
You
at
can
the
bring up
score
on my
here.
screen
Oh,
here.
you got it?
Yep. Oh, is that our first official
there
look
you
at the
go.
logo?
Yeah. I love it with the city.
I like that too. Daredevil Born Again. Now remember, guys, just keep this in mind. They went back to the drawing board on this show. The show they were making when it was still under Bob Chapek, they were almost done shooting the series. And then Bob Iger came back in, gave Kevin Feige his power back again, and Kevin Feige decided to scrap 80% of everything they shot and just go back to the drawing board and redo the show.
Ooh.
Remember.
Oh, here we look at
John
look at this.
Bernthal.
Oh my
Says
God.
Punisher.
It is an honor to return as Punisher in the MCU for Daredevil Born Again. Bernthal is back.
There you go. He's got blood on his hands.
What do you think that's going to do with the violence in this series?
Well,
Because you remember in Netflix, he was doing things that were,
there'll still be violence. They don't have to show like a head splattering open, you know.
I mean, they could. I
don't think they will.
I think they should.
I don't think they will.
I think they'll still capture the aggression. In
Yeah, I think it's going to be very aggressive. I think it's going to definitely have dark elements.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be as gory as they did it on Netflix, and that's fine. That's perfectly
you can
fine.
show intensity with shaky cam work and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
they'll do a lot to do that. I think you'll still have that very dark overtones and all that kind of stuff. But again, it's good. So what are they saying? They're saying it's going to be in March.
Yeah.
Now, people saying, John, you think it's going to be PG-13 violence? No, I think it'll be rated R violence, but I don't think they're going to go over the top because this isn't in movie theaters. This is a series on Disney+. But listen, they did some pretty violent things in that terrible Echo series.
Daredevil Born Again Season 2 begins filming soon.
Oh, they've already greenlit Season 2?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, do we got that anywhere?
I'm refreshing.
Look on
Oh,
this.
here we go. Boom.
Daredevil Born
Season
Again,
2
guys,
begins
huge. This
filming.
is a huge announcement.
Meaning, when we finish watching Season 1, Season 2 will probably be right around the corner. And
You
you'll
would
get
think.
that, like, continue. You'll get that. You won't get that.
Hey,
Well,
Hey,
hopefully that means we're going to get Daredevil Born Again
Back
Season
to
1
back,
in
baby.
2025 and Daredevil Born Again Season 2 in 2026.
And then
not
no
have to
Blade.
wait 2
Take
freaking
note,
years for it.
streamers.
No Blade.
And still no Blade.
Blade is going to be in Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
3.
So that's great. That's good to hear. So yeah, listen, they're gonna make this definitely rated R. I'm just saying I don't know that I expect as much gore as they've done in say the Netflix side, but it's gonna have all the maturity, all the darkness, all the themes. Because remember, when they were first shooting this show, they've confirmed this. It was not the Daredevil of the Netflix universe.
Yeah.
This was a new Daredevil. And then, once Bob Iger came back in, gave Kevin Feige his power back, and Kevin Feige decided to go back to the drawing board with it because he didn't like what it was turning into, that's when they decided this is the Daredevil from the Netflix universe. So they totally changed directions, and I think they're going to bring a lot of that darkness. Again, it may not be as gory. CJ in the live chat is saying, Daredevil Born Again.
Again.
I like
You know what I noticed so far is that this D23 has been more theatrical heavy than Disney Plus heavy. Like,
Well, remember,
when
Daredevil
we're
Born
looking at
Again is
everything
Disney
they've
Plus.
announced- yeah, when we're looking at everything they've announced,
To that point, I did expect this to be more D plus heavy, and
Yes,
you're right.
definitely more D plus, and it has been definitely because we've only had Captain America 4.
Yeah.
That's the only movie they've talked about so
No,
far.
no, no. I'm talking about it in whole,
totality,
as a whole
totality
of this
for
whole
the-
event.
Okay, as a whole, yeah.
We've gotten a lot of theatrical
For
and
Disney,
less
and
Disney
Pixar,
Plus,
yeah.
and which shows you maybe Bob Iger's strategy.
By the way, Mr. I just brought up a really good point. I see if you can bring this up, Jonathan, if you can
Let me
find it.
just
Mr. I.
find it.
It's one of our channel members there in
Yeah.
green.
Oh, here.
Is saying that, hey, John, don't forget the first 2 seasons of Punisher are on Disney Plus. That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a very, very good point. Because I was saying, I don't think they'll make it as violent. But you know what? If it's already there.
They released all that stuff like around the time Echo was coming on. And I remember thinking like, whoa, all the Netflix stuff is on Disney Plus.
Now, it looks like they're saying they've moved on to Agatha.
Yeah, I'm refreshing.
Which I don't care what anybody says.
Oh.
I think this Agatha show is going to be great.
Kamala Khan's father will appear in Daredevil Born Again.
No, it's oh my god.
What a great! I love that actor, that character.
Dude, first of all, Ms. Marvel, I don't care if a lot of other people didn't watch it. It is the second best thing Disney Plus has put on their platform. Number 1 is obviously WandaVision. Ms. Marvel is a fucking treasure of a show. It's absolutely wonderful, heartwarming, joyous, wonderful show. And one of the main reasons is that way is because of her family. How are you going to work in Kamala Khan's father into Daredevil Born Again? I'm not sure how they're going to do
Let's
that.
hope it has nothing to do with the Punisher.
What's that?
And let's hope it's not an interaction with the Punisher.
I don't know. Maybe he becomes like an emotional support guy for
That's
Punisher.
what I'm thinking. Because remember,
I don't know.
remember some of the opening shots we saw him passing by a church or some sort of religious.
Well, that was Daredevil, not Punisher.
Daredevil, yeah.
So right now, you can see Agatha all along is on
Oh.
there. And again, I think this is going to be great. What do you got, Ray?
White Tiger will appear in Daredevil Born Again. I don't know who White Tiger is, but
We saw they remember they showed there was some behind the scenes shots that were taken, and a lot of people speculated that was White Tiger. So that kind of makes sense. Now that's confirmed. But getting back to this, I honestly, first of all, Catherine Hahn is a national treasure in my opinion. She's fabulous. I loved the character Agatha. And I think, that whole angle of the Marvel Cinematic Universe of witchcraft and witches and Salem and all that kind of stuff. There's so much you could do there. And you got these wonderful, wonderful characters. Aubrey Plaza is Aubrey Plaza. She's great. I love her addition to this thing. So I think this is going to be really, really great. I expect they're about to drop a new trailer as well.
Yeah, they did. New trailer has been released.
A trailer's been released?
Yep.
All right, there we go. So that's going to be dropping online as well.
For some reason, my Access isn't loading.
But here's something. Okay, there it is. It's on my screen there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think isn't this footage that we've already seen
No,
though?
I
from
haven't
the
seen
old-
some of this.
Oh
It's
no,
where
no,
she's
it's
like a cop.
it's a new version of
Yeah.
footage we've already seen before. All right, well, we can't play this too long here, so I will move that off screen. But I'm looking forward to watching that. Here's something interesting. They didn't drop any footage for Daredevil. I really expected them to drop footage for Daredevil. Maybe it'll be at the, because we're getting close to the end of the presentation.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the things at the end where they'll end it off with, maybe Kevin Feige will go pull a Steve Jobs and go, oh, and there's one more thing. You guys didn't think we were going to let you go home without seeing some Daredevil footage, did you? So I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But getting back to Agatha.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with my Access. It just says retry. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
that's what it was doing on mine earlier on my phone. It pissed me off, but it started working again. So.
Oh, okay. Guys in the live chat are saying they did show the trailer to the audience.
Daredevil?
All right.
So that one's
Audience
not gonna be
only.
released. Okay.
All right. Remember, for those of you who were around at the beginning of this stream, I suggested that, hey, I think a lot of the trailers they drop are going to be stuff they put online for everybody.
Yeah.
But that there's definitely, I think there's going to be stuff that they show that is only going to be for the audience there at D23. And Daredevil Born Again could be one of those things. It looks like that was it. Huh. But someone in the live chat is saying it just leaked. The Born Again trailer is already leaked on Twitter, which I'm not terribly surprised by.
Crazy stuff in this trailer for Agatha. I just got like a screenshot.
Olivia Murphy in the live chat is pointing out, hey, so far we haven't gotten any Wonder Man stuff. That's true. We have not, as of yet, gotten any Wonder Man stuff.
Yeah.
So we're getting close to the end here. Guys, just so you know, I'm going to open up, pardon me. I'm going to open up the super chats. So if you guys have something about the presentation you want us to talk about, I'm going to only leave it open for a couple of minutes. But if you guys have a thought, theory, opinion, question, observation about what we got in this thing, go ahead and fire it in, and I'm going to turn it off in a few minutes. So you got a few minutes to fire in some questions if you want. Now they're saying they're moving on to Armor Wars, which, sign me up if they are.
What were the announcements of Ironheart, though? Like, I feel like it was just like Coogler came out. They talked about Ironheart. Like, what?
Maybe just confirming that it's there and it's happening. I mean, they finished shooting Ironheart ages ago. Let's see here. The page is having a hard time loading.
I finally got mine. I clicked on replies and then clicked back and it finally worked.
Oh, look at this. This is pretty cool. They actually brought out some of the cast in some Coven outfits for Agatha all along. That's pretty cool. I like that. That looks pretty nice. All right. Let's see. Some people are receiving Steve Mongol McMichaels has been confirmed for Armor Wars.
Wow, that's a wrestler.
Oh, is he?
WCW. He used to be a former football player, and then he became the announcer. Steve Mongo McMichael?
Yeah.
If that's the same one I'm talking about. He was a WCW Monday Nitro. Anyways, there's a Kingpin and Daredevil will seemingly team up in Daredevil.
Yeah, this is on my screen right now.
Okay.
You want to bring that up, Jonathan?
Yeah.
They're saying Kingpin and Daredevil, as Ray was just saying, Kingpin and Daredevil will seemingly team up.
Seemingly.
Team up.
Against who? The White
and
Tiger?
Daredevil again to deal with a larger threat.
Kamala Khan's dad.
Kamala Khan's dad. He actually hulks out. He actually hulks out.
He's making Hell's Kitchen too sweet.
People are now saying that the Percy Jackson cast.
What? This is so crazy, so crazy, the randomness.
So see if you can take down my screen, Jonathan.
Right. So Percy has entered the MCU. Here.
Percy Jackson. I don't think they're announcing Percy Jackson is entering the MCU. I don't think they're doing that. Don't think they're doing that.
No, they did, and then Robert Downey Jr. will play Percy.
He needs a new Spider-Man. He needs a new Spider-Man. Okay, I'm still not getting anything new here. The last thing I still got is Agatha. No, there it is. Got it here on my screen. Walker Scoble and the cast of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I'll tell you what. I had my doubts about this show. I had my doubts about it. It's a beautifully charming show. I really enjoyed Percy Jackson and the Olympian Season 1. Now, they are going to be facing a problem that they can't go 2 and 3 years in between seasons because these kids are going to start growing like freaking weeds. So they got to stay on top of this and keep these seasons moving. But I really enjoyed Percy Jackson Season 1. I'm glad it's getting its second season, and I'm glad they're actually keeping in front of everybody's attention by bringing them out and talking about it right now. I think that's great. Did you guys have a chance to watch Percy Jackson?
No, I have not. I have not.
Just me, huh? Okay. And there's another look at it. Season 2 is going to be The Sea of Monsters, which I believe follows the books. I believe that follows the books. That's the second book, right? The first book, if I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, because I'm not a big Percy Jackson guy. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I think that's the first one. I think the second one is Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters. Could be wrong about that, but people in the live chat are saying, yes, that's it. And they're saying that the third one is Titan's Curse. So there we go. Now, guys, we are now on borrowed time. In soccer, we are in extra time because this panel was supposed to go from 7 to 9. We are now at 9:10 p.m. And we'll see. I have a feeling they're going to end on something big.
I don't think you end on
Yeah, I don't
Percy
think you
Jackson.
end on Percy Jackson, right? They're going to end on something big, but what can it be? Is it Wonder Man?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they end on? I mean, that also seems odd to end on that. Is Kevin Feige going to pull a Comic-Con where he saves his biggest, best thing for last?
Or maybe this is just how it ends.
Come on, Blade. Give me that one. Yes. But man, I thought they were going to show something from Thunderbolts, at least a little bit more.
But again, you know, there's, by the way, it's another image from Percy Jackson there. But again, they just did Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah,
they just did it at Comic-Con. Like, what else was there? Unless they had something really big and new to share.
Well, obviously, there's a bigger crowd here that they could share with.
Well, but I mean, the whole world saw it, right?
Yeah.
The whole world saw it.
You know, I'm just trying to get something I want on there. You know, you can't.
I mean, what if they end up, listen, Ryan Coogler's there. I have no basis for this. I'm just speculating. I'm just saying, Ryan, you can bring down my screen now. Ryan Coogler's there. What if their big end thing is, now let's talk Blade. And Mahershala Ali comes out.
And he says, "It's been fun, everyone. My time as Blade is up. I'm passing it on to
My time as Blade, which has been no time.
no time as Blade. Straight to Disney Plus series Blade."
But what if this thing ends with Mahershala Ali coming on stage and saying, "I'm so excited. I've admired this gentleman's work. Ladies and gentlemen, the new director for Blade, Ryan Coogler."
Ooh.
Come on, tell me.
You know
But
what?
he was already on stage.
That's
He's
very.
there. He's
that's-
there.
That's very like. That would be a nice thought, but
It's highly unlikely.
I'm thinking more Thunderbolts will probably more be the thing that I would be excited to see if they showed something else from it.
Again, I think it's highly unlikely, but it would be pretty damn fun. All right. So I'm still refreshing here. And they're saying in the live chat that they said that Marvel's now done. So, please tell me this is not what they're ending on. Rita Ora, who I adore, Rita Ora.
Oh yeah, they're Descendants.
The Descendants, the Rise of Really? Is this what they're going to end D23 with?
You know what? There's a lot of Disney fans that really like this property. I don't know about it, but the people who love it. So whoever's a fan of this property, I'm very happy for you.
I just feel like that would have been near the beginning. Like
You'd think. By the way, we have I've mentioned this on the show. We have kind of a very close connection to the Descendants. That when Anne went to work at Hasbro, my wife Anne, Ray's sister Anne, the very first property she was shepherding was the Descendants. That was the very first IP she took on when she went over to Hasbro. And obviously it wasn't as big as it is now, but still that's pretty good. Let's see. So is that really, are they really going out on the Descendants?
I mean, discussing.
Okay, it
film,
says they
doesn't-
just gave, Disney has given Marvel fans another look at the upcoming Disney Plus miniseries Agatha All Along. So I'm guessing that's the new trailer that we're going to see that. Worlds Collide Tour, Disney Descendants Zombies. Worlds Collide Tour. Well, that's what we were waiting for,
That's
everybody.
the big finish, people.
That's what we were waiting for. Let's see if anybody else has got anything. Discussing film is still kind of hanging on.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that.
Yeah.
Just
Only-
that Fandango.
Yeah. He's probably only posting things that he thinks is worth posting.
Fandango's still hanging on the.
Yeah, they haven't posted anything. They went to sleep at Fandango.
Yeah, what's going on with the David Blaine envelope though?
Yeah.
Not that we at home have anything to do with it.
It might have something to do with this Descendants.
No.
We don't know.
One of our live viewers, E=MCU, which is a great name, said Agatha trailer just dropped with Scarlet Witch return Easter egg. I don't believe it. I don't think you're lying. I just do not believe whatever they tease. I do not believe Scarlet Witch is returning. I don't buy it.
She's in the trailer,
would
so
love Scarlet
but
Witch
that's
to
a
return.
flashback
She's
from
the best character ever.
Somebody else in the live chat is saying
WandaVision.
David Blaine is going to reveal all the canceled projects.
He's gonna reveal all of this was a lie. None of
Oh,
this
they're
is
gonna
going to happen.
change Blade to Blaine. That's what it is. Oh my
Yeah,
God!
that was
They're gonna
it.
have Blade on,
Yeah.
and they're just
Blaine.
gonna change the D to cartoon and Blaine.
Blaine.
Boom. You just nailed it.
Blaine
Yeah,
has
there it is.
entered the
There it
MCU,
is.
ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Blaine.
Oh boy.
And the big enemy, David Copperfield. Again, I'm getting nothing. No updates on anything.
Blaine 2099.
Blaine 2099.
David Blaine is Mephisto.
He may be.
What's going on? None of these outlets
Y'all,
are
did you go to
updating.
sleep? Did they gas you?
No, they might be doing the David Blaine thing right now. That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
true. Yeah.
And like, so they're all into the presentation that.
Everyone's like dropping the ball, man.
Well, I mean, this is the difference between reporting and them being there live, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as Marvel goes, a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to take a look at this new trailer for Captain America 4.
We got this. Daredevil, Muse will be the villain in Daredevil Born Again.
Right, which we already knew.
that.
But, I mean, if they did already leak the
my God, that villain
Daredevil
looks
footage,
frightening.
looking forward to seeing that.
Wow, that. Oh my God, no! What is that? That's a real. I'm looking at Jonathan's screen right now. I haven't
it's
seen that
Muse.
picture. That's terrifying, actually. Okay.
Some people are betting that they're going to end with Snow White. Snow White's what
Oh
they could
yeah,
end with.
yeah. That's probably what it's gonna be. Yeah.
Could end with Snow White. Again, could be a Blade announcement they could come out with.
Oh no.
I just don't think they end on a mediocre thing, right? Like it's-
Snow White would be the thing to end with because it's such a beloved Disney property. It's D23. I could see them ending with a Snow White thing. We haven't seen anything from it, so I'm almost betting that's what they're gonna end
this is another good look of the face there.
Here we go.
with. Ugh. Kind of looks like the Purge, not the Purge.
Huh. It's got a little bit of a Purge look to
Yeah.
it, doesn't it?
A little Purge, but a little bit more stuck on the face and not a mask.
Let's
That's
see.
terrifying. That's actually kind of terrifying.
So that's what they got there so far.
Hmm. It's like paper mache face.
You can take down my screen, Jonathan.
Mhm.
I'm just refreshing the various outlets to see if I can see anything new. Man, Fandango is really dropping the ball. They haven't updated since the Fantastic Four thing.
And
I mean,
stopped
if
refreshing because
if it's over, then just like tweet out like it is now.
Yeah, I don't think it's over though.
I stopped refreshing because I'm starting to get a pinch in my head from looking at my screen for so long.
Rest those eyes.
Oh man.
I mean, they've got to be getting close to the end. It's already 9:16. Theoretically, this thing was supposed to end at 9. So again, like listen, Marvel gave their big thing. Look, I am very disappointed in Marvel that we've gotten like not even a mention of Shang-Chi 2, Doctor Strange 3, Thor 5, all projects we know they're developing and that they're bringing.
I mean, Star Wars literally put out more than, and I thought
I'm
it would
gonna-
be the reverse.
I'm gonna bring this back to Blade. I think they're like getting a real hard lesson in the Blade thing, and they don't want to announce anything until like they're ready to, I think.
And I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised they didn't give an Ironheart trailer. This is a show that's been wrapped and in the can forever, and then they're still not dropping any promos for it. I mean, that's a little bit surprising. Again, listen, I gotta say, overall, this whole the Disney presentation tonight has been fantastic.
What is this? Do not attempt. So it must be a show on National
On
Geographic.
National Geographic.
David Blaine, do not attempt.
Okay, so that's what the envelope's about. That'll be something I would watch.
Look, all I know is that one of the greatest things on YouTube is Harrison Ford in his kitchen. And it was David Blaine, right?
Yeah.
David Blaine doing that magic trick in Harrison Ford's kitchen that ended in Harrison Ford looking completely shocked and just looking up at David Blaine and going, "Get the fuck out of my house." It's like one of the best things you can see. If you guys haven't seen it, make a note. When this stream is over, go on YouTube and look for Harrison Ford, David Blaine. It's one of the best videos you'll watch. So glad they're doing that. They're saying David Blaine just EMP'd the stadium. Oh, by the way, people are saying they did show Ironheart footage, but it was only for the
That makes sense.
only for the people there at Disney 23, which is fine. Again, I have no problem with them just keeping some stuff just for special for people who are there. Is Ironheart really the thing to do that for? Whatever. But we'll see. All right, still just waiting for whatever their final announcement's going to be. Because again, I can't imagine David Blaine Do Not Attempt on National Geographic is going to be the thing they
Or
end.
Descendants. I mean, we thought it was Descendants and it was David
Yeah,
Blaine.
I can't imagine it's going to be that either.
Sort of trailing off here.
I'm expecting something big.
I'm expecting Snow White.
Daredevil drop.
Snow White would be big. I'm not expecting something big like Robert Downey Jr. is playing Doom. Nothing on that level.
No,
but
I totally agree. Snow White would be, I think, would be perfect, only because of the property and the history of it. Of it. I mean, it's a Disney. It's all about Disney, and that's you can't get no bigger than Disney than one of their classics, right?
Yeah.
Man, it's
But I can also see them doing this David Blaine thing as the last thing too, since it's more of an interactive live
But
thing.
is anybody really going to care about that?
But the people there will care. It won't do nothing for us. I mean,
all right. Well, both IGN and Fandango seem to have now been frozen for the last 5 minutes on this
so
David Blaine. Now, I'm sure they're now doing whatever trick they were going to do with
that's
those
probably
packages.
why they
put
haven't
out.
been able to post, because he put the EMP. No, none of them have reception.
None of them have reception.
No, I'm being serious. If the people are being serious, I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know what there is that's left. What I mean, the Daredevil, they dropped a trailer of that. Robert Downey Jr. has been announced.
Yeah, you can tell this David Blaine thing is taking up some minutes. Probably the setup of the trick and things like that. Oh, sorry, my mic wasn't near my face.
Now, like for me, and I'm going to put up a poll for this for those of you guys in the live chat. I'm going to make a statement, okay, and you tell me whether it's yes or no. Statement: the highlight tonight has been Incredibles 3. You just say yes or no. Because to me, that has been the best piece of news tonight. Like, I mean, they're showing Daredevil stuff. That's great, but we knew Daredevil was coming. All that kind of stuff. Like, for me, Incredibles 3. That, to me, is the big thing.
It was the biggest
Avatar-
surprise.
Yeah, biggest surprise for sure. Avatar, Fire and Ash
That has to be it for me.
is also really, really big. I mean, that given us a great time. Of course, we knew the movie was coming. We didn't know the title. That was great. You can tell there are people in the live chat who are late to the stream because saying, wait a minute, they announced Incredibles 3? Yes, they did. A little bit earlier in the stream, they announced Incredibles 3. So 1,500 of you have responded to the poll, and 65% of you are agreeing with me that that's been the biggest thing tonight so far. So Incredibles 3, biggest thing of the night so far. Unless they, again, we're at 9:22 now. Now, they did start a few minutes late, but we are in extra time. It's now 9:22.
I've just been so quiet.
Are we going to, again, it's probably a big David Blaine's doing a trick with whatever was in that package.
Oh, go away, Dave.
Again, very odd. If that's what's ending this presentation, that's an odd choice. But whatever,
Should we start going over some of these questions while we're waiting for the update, or what?
Yeah,
what do
we
you
could.
got?
Well, by the way, apparently they've just put out a new poster for Moana 2. I've got it here on my screen.
Mhm.
So a new post. I like it. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary, but I
Yeah.
like it.
It's all right. I
Still looks pretty good.
We got a few questions here if you want to ask.
All right, while we're waiting, Ray,
Yeah.
keep your eye on the
All right.
news feeds. Let's get through some of the questions that you guys have sent in,
All
shall we? What do we
right.
got?
First up, we got who are we? All right, Jacob Hirsch. First steps is Baby Franklin's first steps. Mark my words.
I don't think Baby Franklin's going to be in this. I think it's a little bit too early to introduce Franklin, but even if he is, you're going to name your movie off of a baby's first steps?
Yeah, I don't know. About
That seems really odd to me.
I think it's first steps into a larger world, or I don't know. There's a lot of connotations.
Yeah,
Probably for
could be. All right, what's next?
it. We got Dr. Stinky. Pretty sure Mephisto's in the Agatha trailer.
A lot of people have been speculating that Mephisto is in the next Marvel thing ever since WandaVision.
Yeah.
But Agatha would be a good place to bring him in if they're going to do that. All right,
Makes
what's
sense.
next?
Red Arrow says, "Can we take back the The dog shit 23 name.
No. This is a good presentation, but they could have just put all this out in a press release, right? The actual convention part of it to me is garbage. It is still dog shit 23 to me. All right, what's next?
Logan LeBlanc says, exciting stuff tonight. Also, Fortnite will have an in-game exclusive presentation tomorrow showing off new stuff as well.
Yeah, so there were some people writing me saying, John, did you know they're live streaming D23 in Fortnite? Yes, but starting tomorrow. They were not live streaming tonight's event on Fortnite, or I think a lot more people would have been on Fortnite tonight. All right, what's next?
We got Chrome. Did I do this one? Yeah, Chrome. Surprised we didn't get a teaser or a trailer for Andor 2, considering they showed a teaser, I don't know how many months ago at a previous event.
Yeah, a little bit surprised as well, but I mean, at the same time, if it's not coming out till 2025, that's still a long ways off. And I mean, it's probably not coming out until after the next Star Wars Celebration, which they might want to hold on to it till that. But I wish it was coming out a little bit sooner than we're getting it. But I also am a little bit surprised they didn't show something. All right, what's next?
Damaris Love, Pandora was peaceful until the Fire Nation attacked.
I know. It sounded more and more like Avatar. All we're waiting now on is a Na'vi tribe of airbenders. Once they do that, you got a total crossover of the two things. All right, what's next?
We got Mike Farino, who says, you kept saying Tron is 20th century. It's Disney, was frustrating me the whole time. Oh, I guess that's right. That is Disney.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I mean,
Disney proper.
I mean, look, don't get it's all under the same umbrella. I mean, who really cares? But okay, but yes, I give you. I thought it was 20th century, but
yeah,
if it
now that I
is
think
under
about
Disney,
it was definitely Disney.
you
Even
know
the
what?
original.
That's true because the last Tron movie was also under Disney. So yeah, that makes total sense.
Okay,
All right,
and
what's
then,
next?
The Goose says, if Doctor Doom is in Fantastic Four, First Step Universe, then wouldn't he have a different history? That movie takes place in the 60s.
Remember,
Not our 60s.
it is
though.
not our 1960s.
Yeah. It's like
It's
may
a
not even
different universe.
It may not even actually be the 1960s in their universe, but it has a 1960s feel to the world.
I think they did confirm the 1960s.
Oh, really?
Making my head hurt.
But remember, it's not our universe.
Yeah.
It's a different. That's why their cities look different than
Right.
our cities did in 1960s. So it's a totally another universe. It's not ours, so it can be completely different.
All right, and then that's it. That's all the questions.
I'm not pulling anything right now. Nothing's updating. I don't know if this David Blaine thing just took over.
He made them all disappear.
He made them all disappear.
I don't know. Everything's dead. Every feed.
Yeah, every feed has
He
just
must have
gone.
really
I mean,
did something.
people could have literally at least said, "Well, that's the end of the thing."
Or they could still be doing something right now.
But then they usually go like on stage now or blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
but they would have timed the David Blaine's thing to fit within the.
I think he literally.
So I couldn't picture it being extra long.
I think
like,
he killed everybody in that stadium. I think
Yeah,
all-
again, so far, IGN, Fandango, Discussing Film, all of them are just not
radio
updating at
silent.
all.
David Blaine just did an elaborate magic trick for everyone. Just take my word for it. That's from IGN.
Okay, I'm going to jump over and see.
Must have been, man, because no one's talking about anything since.
Oh,
then.
there's something new. Joe Blow is reporting
Okay.
that Freaky Friday 2 with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
legend.
so that's still
Of
going
course,
on.
Jamie Lee Curtis coming off the hot streak of Borderlands.
Freaky Friday 2, baby.
Got to carry that Borderlands momentum over.
Does that mean Herbie's coming too? We're getting some Herbie soon.
And you know what? This might surprise you. I'm curious about this movie.
Okay, so we're
Did you ever
still
see
going.
the first one
Freaky
with
Friday.
them? I saw
I'm
the
curious, but I like the original Freaky Friday.
I remember the OG Freaky Friday, like from the 70s, I think it was. Freaky Friday, wasn't that with what's her name from Silence of the Lambs? Jodie Foster. She was very young.
Was she in the original?
I think
Wait a minute,
so.
with Jodie Foster and Steve Guttenberg? No.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna go on IMDb here, but
Um,
and not the more recent Freaky Friday with
but anyway, so like I'm actually
2003.
I'm on board with the Freaky Friday too.
Yeah, from 1976. It was Jodie Foster, John Astin, Barbara Harris.
All right. And now this one, you can bring this up on my screen.
Yeah.
This one is going to be called Freakier Friday.
Oh, that makes sense though if you think about it.
Two Freak, Two Friday is coming out. And again, sign me up for it. I'm fine. I'm good with it. But again, can't believe that they're going to end on Freaky Friday.
1976 was the OG one.
Yeah. Can't believe that they're going to end this on Freaky. You can take my screen down.
All right.
I can't believe they're going to end this on Freaky Friday. Like, or Freakier Friday, I should say. Can't believe they're going to end on that. So there's got to be one more thing.
We're now saying that they're going to end on that. They're going to end on that. They're going to, but Marvel is clearly done because this is all Disney now. It's back to Disney.
It is, but just because the Marvel present doesn't mean they can't come out with one last big thing. And maybe it's a Star Wars thing. Maybe it's a Pixar thing. Maybe it's a Marvel thing. I don't know. Let's see. It's still on that across all the, including Joe Blow. That's the last thing we got. Come on, there's got to be one more thing.
They put the Percy Jackson season 2 trailer up.
Oh, that's good. I'll look
Well,
for
it's 56 seconds, so it's a teaser of season 2.
Did they give a release date for Percy Jackson season 2?
Season 2.
Next year. It just says next year.
Yeah. Let's see. 2020. It's 2025, so I don't know.
So sometime in 2025.
Yeah.
When did season 1 come out? Was it this year or was it 2023?
Oh, that had to be.
I want to say it was this year. Guys in live chat, help me out. When did Percy Jackson? You think it was 2023?
Yeah, like towards the end, right?
Yeah, people are saying in the live chat it was 2023. I thought it was 2024.
December 19th of 23.
Yeah.
So right at the
Okay,
end.
so
yeah.
it played in 2023 and in 2024. Because I thought it felt a little more recent. So I hope they
Would you
move more
stop
quickly
playing
on this.
music?
The last thing I'm still seeing on all the outlets is still the Freakier Friday thing.
I'm just seeing the Percy Jackson trailer on Discussing Films right now. He put it up like a couple seconds ago.
Yeah, Mega Chris in the live chat saying it doesn't feel long ago. I'll be honest with you, because we're not. So that's safe ended in January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That does not feel like 7 months ago, man. Holy shit! If you had asked me, hey John, how long ago was Percy Jackson season 1? I would have said 3-4 months ago. I never would have guessed 7 months ago. Never would have guessed 7 months ago.
I feel like we started this stream 7 months ago.
Somebody else in live chat said, imagine D23 at the Sphere in Las Vegas. That would be baller.
Wow.
That would be so
Well,
cool.
imagine Comic-Con using that in if they move to Vegas, you know?
Comic-Con should move to Vegas. I've been saying that for years. Okay,
I don't...
guys in live chat, is that it?
I'm switching around here. Whoa, first look at live action Stitch.
Oh, there it is. I got a little bit of a bigger image on mine here.
There you go. Live action meaning CGI, but in a live action world.
Yeah, in a live action environment. That looks adorable. That looks really cute.
For 2025.
You know, Anne has never seen Lilo and Stitch
Oh, wow.
until about 2 months ago. It's one of the only classic Disney films she's never watched, and we sat down and watched it, and she absolutely adored it. Like, just loved it. So this is going to be, you know what? I think this is going to be big. I think this Lilo and Stitch thing is going to be very, very big. I think people are going to eat it up. All right. So how much more can they like? I could see them ending on Lilo and Stitch live action.
Yeah, and Hopper's just set for 2026. But
I'm not seeing any
no,
date
that's old.
for. I'm not seeing any date for Lilo and Stitch. Not seeing any date there yet.
Next summer.
Oh, now they're here. Bring this up. Rachel Ziegler and Gal Gadot have come out on stage for Snow White.
Yeah.
This is what we guessed.
That's what it is.
I mean, we had several guesses. This was one of them, that they might end this on Snow White.
We got that logo.
Yeah. And you
There
heard
it
me
is,
about Lilo and
baby.
Stitch's next summer.
Summer 2025?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I think this is probably their last thing. This is what they're going to end on.
And I forgot Gal Gadot was in it.
Yeah, she's the evil queen. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Somebody else other than Gal Gadot? That's hard to imagine.
Oh, it's like, come on.
All right,
They
let's see.
must have picked the ugliest queen out there, huh?
Yeah, they just had to get somebody to look just terrible.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Talk about most perfect face ever.
By the way, you bring this up, Jonathan.
Oh yeah, that's great. Here he tears through.
I love Lilo and Stitch. All right,
Now,
that
live
was
action,
great.
is it just a remake of, or are they doing a new story?
I think it's a remake of the original story. I would imagine it is at any rate. Otherwise, you just do a sequel in animation, in pure animation. That would be
Yeah.
my guess. All right, let's see what they're saying about
Catch it much more here.
Snow White. Not seeing anything new yet on Snow White.
Yeah, Twitter's being funky.
They're probably talking about it right now.
I'm guessing they're going to show footage.
And then they'll show footage, and then David Blaine do another trick.
All right. Still just waiting. Either you guys seeing anything else popping up there?
Now I'm refreshing. I'm on a few different streams.
All the other streams I'm looking at are still on the Lilo and Stitch thing.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Okay, so there's Rachel and Gal out on stage. By the way, they give us a bigger look at the logo for Monster Jam, because I know that's what everybody's really been worried about.
Boom.
Is the Monster Jam logo.
Gonna see. I'm just gonna keep refreshing.
I
Yeah.
got to imagine they're going to show footage.
There has to be a trailer. They gotta release that trailer.
It is live action Monster Jam.
But I can't remember what the new release date is. What?
Oh no! Someone posted the opening and it showed like a part of Snow White. But yeah, someone just.
Got talking to your mic, Ray.
Oh, sorry. Someone just posted just the opening on YouTube because I'm refreshing YouTube too to see if they're gonna upload a Snow White teaser.
So Lilo and Stitch is the last thing to come out, right?
Well, Lilo and Stitch, but now they're on Snow White.
I mean, yeah, Snow White now. So maybe they're.
And I
capping
got to
with Snow
imagine
White.
this is the finale.
Yeah.
So I got to imagine they're gonna, and they're not. I don't think they're gonna make their last thing something they just bring on stage and talk about a little. I
Yeah.
got to imagine they're gonna have footage. They got another picture here of Rachel Ziegler, who, by the way, is just stunningly beautiful. Like, if you got to go out and get somebody who is supposed to be fairer than the evil queen, and your evil queen is Gal Gadot. I mean, they certainly did a good job getting somebody who's absolutely stunning. But now we got to see if they're going to drop some footage, or at least tell us some information. And again, Ray, can you look up a release date? See if you can find what the release date for Snow White's supposed to be.
JC says showing footage now of I'm assuming of
All right, so they're actually showing footage now.
Snow White.
All right. March 21st. Is that it, Ray?
March 21st.
March 21st. So
25.
So September, October, November, January, February. That's only 6 months away. Okay. Yeah. This is a good time to drop something that's something like it. Normally, under normal circumstances, this would be too early to drop a trailer. But if you're doing D23, put this thing out. Let's see if they've updated it all. No updates yet on any.
So they're probably showing a fairly lengthy, well, at least in terms of what else they've shown. This is probably going to be the longest footage they're showing tonight.
It'll probably be a full legit trailer. It's probably what they're giving them right now. It's probably more than just a 30-second or a 45-second thing. It's probably going to be like a full legit trailer. And I'll tell you what, I'm very curious to get a sense of the aesthetics of this thing. Because when we got our first look at the Seven Dwarves and just the still images, it's like, okay, but I want to see this in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see, what is this going to look like? What's this going to feel like? And until we get that, I'm not really sure. But listen, I will say this, though. If this is the end of the presentation and Disney has chosen to end things off with Snow White,
It's fitting.
that's saying they've got confidence in this thing. Like, that's saying to them, they think this is going to be a big deal. Now, whether they're right or wrong is something we won't know until the movie actually comes out. But for them to say, out of all the stuff that we're pitching and of all the stuff we're showing and of all the stuff that we're announcing, our big finale is going to be this, and it's Snow White. Well, that means something. That means something. So, I mean, listen, you got Rachel Zegler, who is just, I mean, a world-class vocalist.
Here's the trailer.
She's going to kill it.
Also,
So the trailer is now officially released online. That looks pretty good so far.
Yeah. You tell me when it just kind of pauses.
The animals look great. We'll pause for a second.
Well, there's
So
your dwarf.
There's our look at the dwarves, like marching across the thing.
Okay, stop trying to play music on me.
All right, so
Okay.
you know what? That looks good. I mean, remember, we're seeing this on a small little computer screen within a computer screen. Oh, okay.
Well, there's the mirror.
All right, she looks great. Gal looks great as the evil queen. Okay, yeah, that's got me.
Yeah. Now
Very
I wonder.
Very classic, traditional look for Snow White.
Here's where she turns into the.
She pulls out the apple.
Oh, that tree, man! Look at this tree. The trees. Those always creep me out on the ride.
Yes, I got to tell you, this looks pretty good to me.
Don't trust that deer. It had red eyes, girl.
Yeah. I mean, it's I'm particularly impressed with how good Gal looks as the evil queen.
They've only alluded to her like looking like the evil witch.
They're not showing her as
like
the
hag.
As the hag yet.
Barely,
like
right there.
barely a glimpse of her as the hag.
Color is really cool. I don't know.
You know what? I've
cool.
had my doubts, but this looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll look forward to watching that on the big.
Yeah, because we can't even hear it with the music or anything.
Wait a minute. Now apparently people in live chat are saying they've actually gone on and now they're talking Tron.
Oh.
So March 21st, and here's the poster. That's a cool poster.
That looks good.
I'm just refreshing on.
Right now, bring up my page here.
You got it.
Jeff Bridges hits the stage for Tron Ares.
This one, then.
Wow.
Wow.
They're going, listen, I know they started like 20 minutes late, but they're now at, even if you take in consideration they started 20 minutes late, they're now at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Tron Ares. And look, you got that classic Tron thing in the background.
Yeah, that's
the big squared off kind of thing.
Yeah, I used to know the name of it. I can't think of the name.
Now, remember, about 2 months ago, we got some images that somebody shot on the street of them shooting, remember Jared Leto?
Yeah.
In like his outfit? And then those disappeared.
I think it's a recognizer.
Yeah, those disappeared. So they've obviously got a lot of footage. Like, I wonder if they have to show something, right? They have to show something here. I think they will. Let's check to see if they're bringing what they're talking about. Anything over here? Now, sometimes when you try to reload these pages.
Yeah, and it shows old stuff. Here's a logo on discussing film, Tron Ares. Just another angle.
Let's see. Apparently,
October of 25. So next October.
October 2025. So next October. So that's still a ways off. That's a nice logo. I dig the logo.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I still think it's a mistake to make this movie. I like the last one did not do all that well. It failed to capture the imaginations of a lot of the audience. Didn't make the box office that they were hoping it would make. But I hope it's good, man. I hope it's good. I mean, the world of Tron is fantastic. You got an Academy Award winning actor and Jared Leto in there. So here's hoping it's good. Now, this has got to be it though, right? I said that after Snow White
19 times. So
well, no, I said 3 or 4 times this can't be it. But then Snow White, and I'm like, okay, that's got to be it. Snow White, but no.
Very interesting to end on Tron.
Well,
I mean, or like even just to follow that up.
Well, look, I'm seeing some people
pointing out it's a Disney property, and the Snow White's a Disney property, so they're gonna. I could see them ending it with two big Disney properties.
Yeah.
I see a couple of people complaining that they're not using Daft Punk. Guys, Daft Punk is not together anymore.
Yeah, they broke up.
They
guys.
broke out ages ago. There is no Daft Punk for them to go and get to do this
You
thing.
better walk around like Daft Punk. Sorry.
Now,
Get that reference.
some people in the live chat are saying, look, they still could do Mufasa.
Oh yeah, that could make sense too.
Yeah.
They
But they should have done that when they were showing Moana. I feel like that would have been a back-to-back.
Maybe, or they wanted to save it for a big thing at the end.
But at the same time, they would have done Thunderbolts too. So,
Why?
Because they're both movies that we've seen stuff before. I mean, why? Like, I would think like
That doesn't mean you do them at the same time, though.
I know. I mean, like, if they could do Mufasa, then why? I was hoping maybe we could see everything that they have coming out. Something for everything they have coming out.
All right, so they've got this. Greta Lee for Tron Ares. I'm playing a human character. So she's not going to be a program in the grid. She is going to be playing a human character. You have to forgive me if sometimes I confuse Tron with a great 80s, 90s Canadian animated show called
Tronny.
No. Anybody in the live chat know what show I'm just thinking of? An animated show where they're in the grid and like the big villain's name is Megabyte. Reboot.
Okay.
Bulletproof 5151. Got it
Reboot.
first. Reboot. So you have to forgive me sometimes if I accidentally confuse in my head some Tron verbiage with reboot
We
verbiage.
got a lot of people knowing it's Reboot.
Oh,
Here.
Reboot was great, man.
They're about to make a name for themselves.
Reboot was great. Anyway, let's see. You know what sucks? I keep getting this message when I'm trying to view Joe Blow's thing. Joe Blow hasn't posted. Yes, they have.
Twitter, apparently Twitter has been a bit down. Oh, this is cool. This side by side here, the Tron and then.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
I just imagined it sounded like that.
And then we get a look at one of the characters here in this image.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool as well. So again, we don't really have any.
I mean, we don't know what they're saying. I guess AI will be a part of the plot of Tron Ares. Which
That makes sense. I mean, hasn't Tron always been about AI
I mean,
to one degree or
is that
another?
not artificial intelligence? Oh, there you go. There's the
Jared Leto out on stage.
the JL with the bike.
Oh, I like that imagery. So, oh yeah, there's the bike. Okay. Man, I hope he's good in this movie. I don't care what anybody says. I think he played Joker great. He played the exact Joker the director wanted.
I didn't have a really. I didn't.
You know what? My biggest problem with that Suicide Squad movie, because I enjoyed. I know the Suicide Squad movie was a mess,
Yeah.
but I had fun with it. But one of my biggest complaints, I don't care what anybody says, I think that movie needed more of Joker and Harley.
I agree.
together.
I actually agree.
I really do. I totally believe it needed more of Joker and Harley on.
I love those quick scenes where like Batman was like trailing them and like
oh yeah, that
arrested
stuff
them
was
and all
cool
that.
too.
Because we never really got that much of Affleck's. We saw Affleck dealing with these like aliens, and we didn't get to see him street level.
No, so that little montage they had in the movie was good.
I mean, his career was basically done by the time we caught up with that Batman.
By the way, I love this image. Whoa. She looks great as the evil queen, man. These images for Snow White look pretty good too. I like these. These look good.
Mm-hmm.
But again, they're on Tron.
I need to like watch all these videos now later. I need to see these things with sound and like.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be later tonight. I'm going to be cracking open some drinks, plopping down on the sofa and going through all these things. I want to see the Daredevil one. Let's see. Not seeing anything else. That might be it.
Yeah, I mean we've seen that shot before.
I mean, that was the biggest cast I think they brought out.
And we know that they feature characters going to the real world. I mean, so crossing over. They alluded to that in the last one.
Yeah, so Tron Ares will feature the characters going into the real world. So getting a physical manifestation of a body. Again, I gotta say, I love this body armor. This looks really good. Again, I don't know anything about the story of it. I don't know if the movie's going to be any good or anything, but we'll see. So maybe that's it. That could be it.
It'd be nice if someone would just say that's a wrap, folks.
No, someone will. Someone will, for sure.
No Tweetada.
They'll be like, that's it. It looks like
on
that's
their
it.
X.
They're probably getting footage right now, Tron, maybe.
Could be.
Still getting nothing on Joe Blow or on IGN.
I bet you it's probably because they are watching footage. Usually when we get those pauses, I think it's because, people's phones out, and they're not allowed to take videos of what they're seeing. I don't know.
Blade Terminal.
Blade. So yeah, everybody's just kind of stuck right now.
Yeah.
Tron, I've never seen any of the Trons. Never really been interested in that story, but we'll see.
I feel like 50% of our conversation tonight has been about Ray talking about the movies he hasn't seen.
Yeah, well,
It's been a lot of them.
There's been a lot of them.
And then when you add in the ones he's attempted but ended up sleeping,
Yeah.
those don't count. So
I do like good ones though. Terminal being one of them.
So they're saying they are showing footage of Tron right now.
okay, that makes sense.
Tron Burgundy.
Tron Burgundy. Also seeing that 9 Inch Nails is composing the score for Tron Ares.
All right, man.
Stay
Stay
classy, Grid. Did you say 9 Inch Nails or
9
Trent
Inch
Reznor?
Nails.
Wow, so him with 9 Inch Nails, not just Trent Reznor.
That's actually pretty cool.
I loved what Trent Reznor did with The Social Network.
Well, he's done really good stuff. Listen, and look, I did not love the last Tron movie. But man, they got Daft Punk to do the score, and it was great.
Yeah, really good.
Getting 9 Inch Nails to do the score for this could be freaking awesome. That could be really, really good.
Well, I'm getting nothing. I guess
People saying Ryan Coogler is the executive producer of Ironheart, which I guess that makes sense. Again, the executive producer doesn't have a lot to do with the thing.
Oh, yeah,
They're
here
not
you
the
go.
main producer.
9 Inch Nails. Boom. Proper.
They did a performance.
Oh, they even gave him a little logo. I like that. Again, it's hard to get too terribly excited, though, because they made a big deal in the last Tron movie about Daft Punk doing the score, but they didn't really focus on making a great movie. So hopefully this will be better.
It looked good, though. I will give it that.
Oh, visually?
Visually, it was stunning.
It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. Don't want to take anything away from them on that. All right. They're just showing, getting some footage now too of they've got some live footage up now, not live, but they got some footage up now of Jeff on stage, the dude on stage talking, but we've already had that.
We're gonna go into the grid, man.
Yes. All right. And now Joe Blow apparently is saying that Mufasa is now being presented.
Ooh, look at this. They had lasers. Look at that.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
That was dope. Look at
Man.
the grid on the ceiling. You notice the grid on the ceiling too?
Dude,
Watch.
look at that.
Look at the top, and they add a grid to the ceiling.
Again, they are embarrassing Comic-Con
Yeah.
right now. They're absolutely putting Comic-Con over their knee and spanking their bare ass. This is a fabulous presentation.
I mean, they are $1 billion company.
Yeah, but
Still, man, I mean, this is
that's dope.
well done.
That audience is still packed. No one left. They're all like, "Now we're in this."
Let's see here. All right, still kind of hanging on that. Now, I've saw a few people saying that they've started talking about Mufasa, but I'm not seeing anything.
Mufasa.
No.
I still don't have.
Discussing film is just putting up stills from the trailer
Yeah,
that we already
and-
saw.
And from Snow White as well. Oh, well, the Dodgers won, so that's good.
Well, that's the important thing, though, right?
Yeah. That's what we're all here for.
Sorry, guys, this is turning into a really boring stream. None of us have anything to say.
The
I
problem
mean,
is that we're at
it's just we're all just kind of sitting here waiting for the
Yeah.
next thing to come on.
the pace was so quick, and now it's just like
Yeah, it was a real fast breakneck kind of pace, and then it's really slowed
here's
down.
Barry Jenkins on stage with D23. Mufasa.
All right, talk about. By the way, Barry Jenkins came on stage at CinemaCon back in April, and he gave this heartfelt, passionate pitch about why he loves Lion King so much and why he was completely attracted to coming and doing this movie. It was moving the way he would tell the story about how this was like a part of his life, Lion King was. And of course, he is one of the best filmmakers out there today. And it got me excited. Now, I still don't really know why they're doing a Mufasa movie, to be honest with you, but after hearing him giving his pitch, it made me excited for it. It really did. So, it looks beautiful. Again, like the 2019 Lion King, the 2019 Lion King movie looks so good. There are still people out there who think it was a live action movie. And again, just to be clear for everybody, there's not a single live action thing about it. That entire movie was made completely in a computer. There are no sets, no cameras,
It was made
no
on a grid.
locations. The movie was completely made in a computer, just like Toy Story. It is an animated film, but it looks so good, it kept fooling people, right? Kept fooling people. So they're now on to Mufasa. This has got to be what they're ending on, right?
I just don't know. Like it's got to end at some point.
It can't be anything. Like, I don't know. The only other thing I can imagine is Blade.
I love how they like have these different screens. There's like these lower. I got it on your shot. You got these like lower screens, these side screens. Look at this camera on the cable.
Oh, do they got a choir singing?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could hear that.
Well, you can, but after we're done streaming. All
Play it for a second.
right.
Oh, they're doing Circle of Life.
Yeah.
Nice. With a choir. Okay, that's pretty cool. Listen, regardless of anything else, visually, I just can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. Visually, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with this.
If they're gonna make $1 billion, what they're gonna do with it? I still think it's gonna be big, man.
I hope. I mean,
honestly
look,
do.
it's going to be big, no doubt. Whether it makes $1 billion, if I see it and I think it's great, then maybe $1 billion. But we'll see. All right. Now, is that it? Are we now done? Like, this thing's gone like a half hour long already. And Lin-Manuel Miranda, of course, you can bring this up on stage. He is the guy they brought in to do. I mean, there's literally nobody better on the planet.
I mean, at this point, the only thing I can imagine is Bob Iger coming out to close it out and say, "By the way, Inside Out 3, it's a thing."
Inside Out 3, Spider-Man 4. But anyway, getting back to Lin-Manuel Miranda, there literally is nobody on the planet. Like, if you need somebody to come in to write music for a new Lion King story, I mean, look at the job that he did with Moana, which was just incredible. So, and again, Hamilton is just like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Probably my second favorite stage play other than Les Mis. So he's the guy to do it. So, oh yeah, and he did the music for Encanto, which was incredible. So, is that it? Are we done now? I'm just waiting for some kind of confirmation from somebody somewhere, because this thing has gone, like, again, even given the 20 minutes that they started late, this thing is now like 40 minutes overtime that they've run. That's counting them starting 20 minutes late. It's 40 minutes overtime. Some people just keep saying Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Scar. Although we are going to get Scar. Scar is going to be in this movie, a young
it's
Scar.
yeah. They're brothers, right?
Poor Joe Blow is still down. Their Twitter feed is still down. Sorry, Joe Blow. Let's see. Well, the newest thing that IGN just put up is a Snow White thing. They're saying Disney's live-action remake of Snow White gave fans a double helping of footage at D23 with a taste of the classic song Whistle While You Work and a teaser trailer featuring the infamous Apple.
Yeah.
So is that their way of saying they
Yeah, because even discussing film is just like listing out like the sequels coming. It seems like it's all like in summation.
Man, that Mufasa footage looks pretty cool though. I'm just looking at it again with the choir on stage and the mountains in the background and everything. That looks pretty.
And again, the
looks pretty
lighting, the
killer.
golden lighting in this.
Look how big those screens are too.
Yeah.
They bring that up. Look,
Yeah.
when you look at the people standing in front of it, get a sense of the scale and the scope and the size of those screens. Like that is nutty. All right, I guess we're going to give this about 2 more minutes and then we will wrap it up.
Yeah, discussing film hasn't put anything up. IGN just has Snow White. Fandango still just has Mufasa.
Yeah, it looks like everybody now is just putting up the
looks like
putting up
Mufasa.
the summation. Like, bring up my screen here for a second. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's
It's
the latest
like-
thing. Oh, they're just now summarizing
Mhm.
what we got out of it.
So Mufasa officially capped it off.
Yes.
Interesting, because we were thinking Snow White, and then here they hit us with Tron, and then
All Disney stuff, though.
man, they got that was
All
a
Disney
full
IPs.
stinking slate.
Well, it's Disney 23. It's D23.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it makes sense.
yeah, they focus over Star Wars or Marvel. I know what you mean.
Some people keep writing it's not done. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything else. Joe Blow's Twitter is still down, unfortunately. Oh no, they're back up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There you go. It's with Disney Snow
Okay,
White.
they're saying Scar's real name is Taka. Which
That makes sense, because why would you name him Scar? if he
yes,
doesn't-
you wouldn't name him Scar. Only just we're just guessing something bad is going to
Yeah,
happen.
he'll
to
have
you.
a scar at some point.
The new Mufasa song is called "I Always Wanted a Brother." I like that. That's pretty cool.
Well, you got one. Let me tell you.
So Joe Blow is finally able, and then of course they put up the full official trailer, so that's going to be out there for everybody to watch later on. And let's see if they've updated anything more. Percy Jackson season 2. Well, okay, they've already got that. Yeah, it sounds like that's it. And I'll keep my eyes open, but guys, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
It
That was
sounds
3.5
like-
hours of streaming, man.
What's that?
3.5 hours of stream.
Is that what we've done?
Yeah.
We've done 3.5 hours of streaming
I
here.
don't know how you do. You ever do those 5-hour ones
By myself?
I'm dying right now. I've got this pinching in the side of my head. I can't look at my computer screen anymore.
Dude, imagine doing it by yourself.
No, that's what I just said. I just said I don't know how a person could do 5 hours like you do sometimes. That's insane. I would not be able to talk anymore, or even have my eyes open.
So again, for me, the major highlights have been Avatar, Fire and Ash, which is a terrific title. The Incredibles 3, that's the big one to me. That is huge. Andor getting a release year that we're getting, so a release year is fine. Marvel, I mean, Daredevil getting a first trailer, that's big stuff. Not really anything big on the new movies, although they did show some new stuff in Captain America 4, which looks really good.
Well, for me, the eye opener was the Skeleton Crew. I just
Oh,
realized,
that looked
just
really good.
realized what they're trying to do, and I had a different idea of what it was. And now that I know what it is, I am on board. I'm very excited. That's a Star Wars property I'm very excited for. But that's it.
Mufasa got a new trailer, which apparently is now out and online. So,
Bob Iger, man. Coming back with his first D23.
Incredibles 3.
Yeah, I'll
bringing
tell you
all
what.
the stars and all the
If
footage.
Bob Iger wanted to, like, lift his leg and pee on the tree to mark his territory, he just fucking did it. This was a better overall. Now, again, the biggest single thing out of Comic-Con or D23 was the Russo brothers returning, Robert Downey Jr. returning as Victor Von Doom.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest individual thing. But this presentation overall was a much better presentation than they gave at Comic-Con. Which actually kind of makes me feel like they kind of shit the bed a bit on their Comic-Con presentation, despite the big final thing. So there's some really good things that they did here. I'm very impressed with the presentation that they put together. There's going to be a lot of stuff for us to analyze and break down on Monday's John Campea Show. There's going to be a whole hell of a lot of stuff
I know.
for us to break down. And Joe Blow is saying the new Mufasa trailer is a massive improvement.
Yeah, there is a new trailer that dropped, so.
Yeah, that they put out with it. So I'm going to look forward to sitting down and watching that. So I think they're done. Everybody in the live chat saying, no, John, they're not done. I don't know. It looks like they're done.
Yeah, because it's a trailer, but I don't see. And also, that's not like real time. People are just now posting that because it's available.
Saying there's a new poster.
For Lion King.
Is there a new poster?
I don't know.
I will refresh all my feeds to see if I can see one. I mean, there should be a new poster. Oh, man, this footage looks great.
Now, see, that's a real warthog, so this is live action.
They found a real-life, real-world talking warthog.
That's what they did.
Let's see here. Again, I'm not seeing a poster anywhere right now. That's a cool image.
Yeah.
All the gold confetti and everything falling. Oh, and it does look like people are getting up out of their seats and leaving.
We've had enough of this confetti. We're out of here.
In the circle. All right, guys. I think we're done. We have been streaming for 3.5 hours. And 3.5 hours well spent. Huge amounts of news. All really good. The one thing that left me kind of confused about is still this Dwayne The Rock Johnson Monster Trucks one.
That came out of nowhere.
That's kind of a real rando thing out of nowhere. It's like, oh, this real thing, and oh, Monster Trucks. Freaky Friday 2.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'll admit it. It's piqued my interest a bit. But man, the animation arms of Disney Animation and Pixar crushed it.
You know what? It wouldn't have made sense if Dwayne Johnson was there just for Monster Jam. But I believe since it was Moana too, like I believe maybe since they had that in the works,
Back to
they
back,
just
and
threw
he
it
was there.
It's just something to keep people's.
I just don't. It's not that I don't understand them announcing it. I don't understand them doing it.
Oh yeah, but you know what?
I just
Something
don't-
crazy like that. I'm actually interested. So,
But Monster Trucks versus David Blade.
Monster Trucks, baby. Grave digger.
And Blade has been renamed to Blaine. So there you go. Guys, that will do it for us for tonight. Thank you so much to all of you guys, like literally the thousands and thousands of you who've been with us through this 3.5 hours. Been a lot of fun, and thank you for joining us. Can't wait to break all this down come Monday on the John Campea Show. We look forward to guys seeing you then. By the way, a lot of you guys might be your first time here joining us. We do daily shows, guys. Monday through Friday, we do daily shows talking about the worlds of movies and streaming, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Click thumbs up. It helps us out with the algorithm, all that kind of stuff. And thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. I want to thank the soldiers who have been here with me, Ray Ora,
Good night, everyone.
Jonathan Voico.
See you guys next week.
My name's John Campea. Thanks a lot for joining us for this marathon tonight, guys. Good to have you with us. Until next time, my friends. Bye-bye.